Welcome to the Samwelb12 Experience,
where we have you covered for all the NHL action, play-by-play, news, and more. Make sure to subscribe today. Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? Sam here from Samwelb12. We are about to kick it off. Canada and Latvia, game 2 going head-to-head. This is going to be a good one. If you remember last year, Latvia actually gave Canada a tough time when they kicked things off. We actually thought it was going to be a huge upset back then. Canada was able to pull it out, but man, it was such a good game. So hopefully we are going to see a lot more of that today. Just good old hockey. But welcome in, overtime. Good to see you. EC3 in the house. What's up, EC3? Mark, good to see you. Cheers, my friend. Lucas, what's up? Welcome to the show. TJ, hope you're doing well. Matt Hatter is here. Everyone be on your best behavior when the Hatter is here. Gator in the house. Here comes trouble. The Florida Park Explorers, our partner channel. What is going on? Welcome in. We're going to talk about them a whole lot a little bit later. Hockey Dude in the house. Hockey Dude, good to see you. And of course, Mark, what's up? Welcome in everybody who's not in the chat, just saying hello and watching along with us. There's Blair. What's going on, Blair? Good to see you. Jordan, hello there. Dan, what's up? BA in the house. BA, hope you are doing well. Hope everyone is well. All right. Right now, we're just waiting for the feed to finish the Slovakia game right now, where Slovakia is absolutely crushing. So let's take this time to run through the Canada lineup, who we're expecting to see today. It's going to be Fraser Minton with Connor Geekie and Jordan Dumas. We got Easton Cowan, the Cowboy, in the house with Matthew Porteous and Matt Savoy. Savoy yesterday, man, he looked so good. He was awesome. The third line, Owen Allard with Owen Beck and Nate Danielson. Then we got our last line, the grind line, although in this day and age, these guys are not much grinders. So much skill on this team. Carson Rieckhoff, Celebrini, man, he looked really good too. And Braden Yager. On the D side, Denton Maciak, Marek Lemereau, Jake Furlong with Noah Warren. We got Jorian Donovan and Oliver Bonk. And Razoo, we're expecting to see again in net. I mean, man, what a show they put on yesterday. For the Latvians, and bear with me as we go through this, we're expecting to see Vikatins, Lukmils, and Matiko on the first line. Votkevics with Bukarts and Vilmanis on the second line. Brazinskis with Rulers and Darzins on the third, and then Motts, Ozopola, and Krumers. On the D-line, it's going to be Finenko with Berzins, Lukmelis with Bulins, Ujanskis with Ubranovics, and that is going to round it out. And I expect Philbergs to be the starting goalie for the Latvians. Mizzy Ray, what's going on? Welcome in. Prep is in the house. Prep, how you doing? Welcome in. Mike, what's going on? I am fantastic. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We got about 3 minutes left in the Czech-Norway game right now. It is 8-1 Czech. They are just steamrolling over Norway. But we are keeping an eye. The game has not yet started, the Canada game. That is going to be puck drop momentarily. And, of course, we're going to bring you the call. We're going to bring you what's going on in that game while we're waiting for the feed to switch over between these two teams right now. But it is so much fun. If you're not overly familiar with World Junior Hockey, and hopefully everybody here has at least watched one game, but over the years, this has been the tournament of the stars, right? These are from the top teams: Canada, US, Czechia, Finland, Sweden, where you see a lot of the players from back then of what they become tomorrow. So the players to watch for Canada, again, if you're not overly familiar, the Canadian players to watch here: Easton Cowan, Maple Leaf prospect. Easton Cowan, we saw what he did for the Maple Leafs in the preseason. I honestly thought he had a really good shot of making the team. We knew before preseason he was going back down, but Easton Cowan is looking like a stud, and he's going to be a good pickup. Fraser Minton, Connor Geekie, two other players to watch. I really like Geekie. I can't wait to see him shine. Savoy impressed me in game one. I'm looking forward to see more of what he can bring in this game. Curtis Joseph in the house. What's up, Curtis? Hope you are doing well. Thanks for joining us. While we're waiting for the puck to drop in this game to get started, do me a favor. Make sure to hit that thumbs up, hit that like button. We got 124 people here. Let's get those likes up as quick as possible. Ian, what's going on? Welcome in. Hope everybody had a very nice Christmas, and we're going to be watching this tournament getting set for the new year, as that's just around the corner. But the question is, where will Canada end up in this tournament? Do they have a shot at the gold, or is this going to be the USA's tournament to lose? The US, I believe, are the favorites right now. Canada, I've seen a lot of predictions putting them in the bronze medal and the silver medal. I haven't seen a lot of predictions putting them in the gold. Of course, Canada is your back-to-back champs, and they played with Connor Bedard and a star-studded lineup the last couple of World Junior Championships. And last year, let's not forget, last year was a little bit of a strange year for the championship, as they played in August. If you remember, the previous summer, it was canceled. They got reinstated in August, and then we saw it again this time last year. So Canada took both of those, looking to continue to do it today. RK, what's going on? Let's go Latvia. And Latvia was a good team. They were a lot of fun to watch. All right, so we have Rousseau in net for Canada. That's what we expected to see. Philbergs in net for Latvia, the two tenders of the twine trying to lead their teams to victory. Play is just getting underway in the first period. Of course, we got 51.7 seconds left in this Czech-Norway game, and they will then hand out the star of the game, but we are watching for any kind of updates in the Canada game, as that one is just about set to get going. This should be good. I mean, as we were saying, last year, Latvia, they were solid. They were a really, really good-looking team. I'm excited to see what they could do. Latvia, I believe, didn't they make it out of the round robin last year? Was it the first time going to the quarterfinals, if I'm not mistaken? They really opened the eyes of a lot of people across the international community. Blair, we will not be doing the Leaf game tonight. We will not be doing the Leaf game. Unfortunately, we are going to be out and about. Definitely be checking updates on my phone, and that's a good point. Thank you, Blair, for bringing it up. If you're not following me on Twitter, check me out on Twitter, because I will be tweeting throughout the Leaf game tonight, so you can come and join us, be part of the conversation. You can just Samwelb12 on Twitter. You can also follow us on Instagram, the Samwelb12 Experience, all the good social stuff. If you're not sure where to find us, you can always go to our website, Samwelb12Experience.com. That has all the details there. But yeah, it should be a good game tonight. The Leafs and the Senators, Ottawa always plays them in tough. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Appreciate it. The new subscribers coming in. Again, hit that thumbs up, hit that like button. Let's get that one going up. We're just waiting for puck drop to take place here. This game is officially over. I wonder if they're kind of delaying the start of the Canada game until the feed switches over. We had this yesterday where Canada was scheduled to play at 8 a.m., but due to the previous game running long, they joined that one about 5 minutes in progress. But no updates coming in yet here for the Canada game. We are keeping an eye until the broadcast switch over. Shanna, how do I stream the game? It's from the U.S. I can't find it live anywhere. It's on the NHL network, so you have to. It's an extra subscription to grab the NHL network, and then you'll be able to pick it up there. We do have one shot on goal here for Latvia. Latvia picking up the first shot on goal. Well, that's a surprise to me. If you picked Latvia to get their first shot on net, I would have said, no way. I thought Canada would be all over them. Lindsay, how's it going? Welcome in. Watch the Latvia-Sweden game. No contest. Latvia looks really young team. Yeah, they do, Ian. They are a young team, but they're good. There's a lot of talent. A lot of talent. One of the good things I love about the Latvian team is they have no quit. They really, really push. They really push to get through. All right, hurry up and hand out this player of the game. Switch over to the feed. We want to get this one going. Period one officially underway in the Canada-Latvia game. We're just waiting for this feed to switch over. No score yet, only one shot on net, and that is for Latvia. Canada now just picking up a shot on net, and I'm sure it was a wonderful save there. We will be doing our style of play-by-play for the entirety of the game. I was saying my dad laughed his butt off when he opened his Leaf sack. Like, oh, prep, that's awesome. That is very good. Really hoping the Cowboys. Yeah, Mark, I'd love to see him have a great tournament. I hope he has a really, really good tournament. Vanessa, what's going on? Welcome in. Let's go, Canada. Absolutely. Let's go, Canada. They're going to be switching over. The players of the game are handed out. So this is where they say, hey, all right, let's go join the Canada game in progress. You at the doctor? No, Gator, no. That would be epic, Gator, if we were calling the game from there. That would be absolutely epic. All right. Now we got to do, oh, yes, the anthem. We got to listen to the Czechia anthem, and then they will switch over to the game. Still one shot apiece, Canada and Latvia. Seems to be even Steven in terms of playing time. Trying to make sure, see if we have any other details. No goals as of yet. As we're listening to the national anthem here of Czechia. Czechia with a huge win. Lucas, what's going on for Christmas here? I got a Toronto Maple Leafs bobblehead. Oh, nice. That's awesome, Lucas. Very cool. All right. We are getting set. We're going to switch this game over. We're going to bring you all the play-by-play. We're going to cheer on Canada together. There you go. A couple of likes on the board. Hit that thumbs up for us as we're just getting going here. But it's still, one shot, a second shot now for Canada. Canada getting their second shot on net. Felberg's holding down the fort for Team Latvia. All right, the anthems are done. They're doing their commercial break. Then they're finally going to give us our feed. The game was on, forgot it. Yeah, Curtis, that's right. That is right. We are picking up this feed right after this commercial break. They're going to bring it back in. Unfortunately, here it's one station that carries all the games back to back to back to back. So we're at the mercy of their feed a little bit. Shirts and shoes required. Family show. There you go. Gator, that's perfect. Holy moly. How many commercials are they going to run? Just switch it back over. But not a lot of shots. Just a couple of moments in here. We got one shot for Latvia, two for Canada. And we are about to bring this feed up. 4 minutes in. Yeah, no big advantage right now. Back and forth game. Maybe they'll want to. Can I fast forward the commercials here? Wouldn't that be awesome? All right, they're going to join this. They're going to join this game in progress. Wow, they're actually doing a commercial for Upper Deck Series 1. I've never seen that before. All right, you don't need to show them shaking the hands. 8-1, Czechia over Norway. We're about closing in on 5 minutes into the Canada-Latvia game. Only a couple of shots to report on. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. John, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Here we go. Canada, Latvia. We are on the board. Finally, let's go. Face off in the Latvian zone. Canada and their whites. Win it back to the point. Cross ice. Canada with a shot and they score on the power play just like that. As they come right to the game, Canada puts the goal in. How is that for timing? Connor Geekie is going to open it up. Wow. That was absolutely incredible right off the draw. Connor Geekie is going to put that one in. Was not expecting it to happen that fast, but sure enough, it did. That was absolutely incredible. They just cut over and a big blast. What a shot, Geekie. Man, that was absolutely incredible. What a good player he is, and he's going to put one in here. All right, let's try and get these stats updated here. All right. It was a nice play. Oh, sorry. Hang on a second here. Connor Geekie picking up his first from Maciek and Celebrini. Another assist for Celebrini. Celebrini, I mean, great, good for him. So Latvia, right after that, the next play, as soon as that was dropped, Canada takes a penalty. Nelson is gone. Ty Nelson is going to the box now. We're going to try and reset here. Try and get some of these other stats kind of up here. A little bit of a chintzy call. Just got a piece of them, just enough. Let's try and let's get this going. So Latvia now on the power play as Canada jumped right out, scored a quick goal. Latvia gets a chance. A major penalty. Wow, they're assessing a major penalty. So Latvia stepping over the line. Oh, he stuck out his knee. He stuck out his knee. He definitely clipped him with the knee. That was a dangerous play here. There we go. Okay. So they're going to review this now. Will it stick as a 5-minute major? That would not be a good start for Canada. I mean, that was just straight out of the gun. He did get the knee out. No doubt about the knee coming through. So now it's the referee's discretion. Tough little play there. I think he got a piece. It wasn't a full-on knee. He got a piece. Listen, he definitely got the leg out there. So it's kind of a hip check-ish type of play. He definitely got him. They are looking at this. Seeing the replay slow down, it's more, yes, he stuck the leg out, but he did catch him with the hip. He did catch him with the hip, not directly. It's not like he did it on purpose. Yeah, you know, the instinct when a guy gets back or gets by you is to stick that leg out and try and cut around. This was a very, very close play. He did kind of get a piece of him. He kind of went by. He stopped up, and he got him with the hip. So the more and more I'm seeing this replay, he did cut towards the middle. He did catch him more with the hip. Yes, the leg was extended, but the knee did not make contact. It was more the hip. So not only do I feel this should not be a major penalty, this shouldn't be a penalty at all. I think this is a clean hit coming across. So we're still waiting for the decision as the officials are reviewing this play. A long review. Again, hit that thumbs up as you're coming in. Hit that like button. Help us out with that. I can't believe the officials are taking as long as they are in reviewing this. We're about 5.5 minutes in, 1-0 Canada on a beauty goal from Morgan Geekie, but they're still reviewing this. And I think the reason why it's taking so long is because he got the leg out. If he would have kept the leg in, it would have looked like a clean check. Swerve, what's going on? Welcome in. I would go coach Latvia, just have to beat Canada in this case. Nice. Listen, Latvia is a good team. I don't want to take anything away from them. But Canada should own this hockey game. But let's see what this call is going to be. Yeah, Curtis, the more I see this replay, the more they're showing it. It absolutely looked like a clean play. So Canada singing along here. That's awesome. Gotta love Canada singing along. So they're still reviewing this. This is a very, very long review. Very long review. Now he's got to put his earpiece back in. He took the earpiece out to have the conversation. Do me a favor while we're waiting. Hit that share button. Share us out on Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, whatever you're on. Hit that share button. Help us out. Tell people to come hang out and watch tonight's game or this afternoon's game with us. All right, here we go. Here's the call. Make the call. Here we go. All right. They did it right. Way to go, referees. The call is overturned completely. No penalty at all. No penalty at all. The refs got it right. Wow. Excellent, excellent call. A very long review, and they come back and they say, no penalty. What a great hip check. Long reviews are no fun, but it's good they're taking. Yeah, see, I agree. Let them review it. Let them make sure they get it right. I hate for them to rush it, and then they figure out, oh, oops, we got it wrong. So no penalty on the play. Big Jam, what's going on? Awesome. Mystic, I will not be live for the Leafs tonight. At least right now, I will not be live for the Leafs. We'll be live tweeting. We will be out and about. We will be live tweeting. So if you're not following us on Twitter, make sure you find us and give us a follow at Samwelb12. All right, here we go. Back in action. Finally, after that long review, Canada wins it off the draw. Bringing this one around. Furlong's going to play it ahead. Here comes Canada busting in, coming it back with a shot. That one's deflected just wide. Holding it in. There's a little blind side hit as Boink got boinked at the line. He got kind of hit. Going to drop this off Canada. Coming in, bottom of the face-off circle. Now going to swipe this cross-ice pass. Intercepted by Latvia. Latvia coming down the left side of the ice. They're going to carry this down. Canada is back. This is turned over again. Canada coming right back. Danielson bringing it down into the Latvian end. Going to cycle it around. Beck is there to pick it up. He's going to kind of drop it back, and it's picked up by the Latvians. Here they come. They're cutting across ice down to the left side, getting around the Canadian defender, cycling around behind the net. Latvia still with it. Long pass back to the point. Here's a little toe drag and a shot. That is an easy glove save and held onto by Rousseau. Nice little moves there and a nice stop. Power play goal puts Canada up 1-0. They are going to take a commercial break. Dallas, what's going on? Welcome in. Hope everybody's having a nice week after a nice Christmas. And it's that time of year. It's World Junior Hockey. Coaster Mom, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome to the show. Again, thank you, everybody, for hitting those subscribes. Really appreciate it. Hit those likes. Let's get those likes up as well. But thank you for coming in and spending a little bit of time with us here this afternoon. Canada, Latvia, and the World Juniors. So which Canadian player, for all the Team Canada supporters here, which Canadian player are you most excited to watch over this tournament? Who do you want to see what they're going to do? Let's see who your picks are, and then I'll share mine. I've already mentioned a couple of mine earlier today. Do you play any of these tournaments? You know what? I haven't on 24, Blair. I did on last year's. It's kind of fun. It's kind of cool. I like that they've included the World Juniors. EA did a good job with that. Connor Geeky, 19 years of age, and he's got a very, very promising future. All right, let's get her going. They're just coming back from commercial break. Canada off the draw again. Going to cycle this around. Big hit thrown there by Latvia. Here comes Canada moving it around. Off the boards. Latvia bringing it right back in. Going to drop it through. Hit a little bit up high. Trying to come through and around. Here comes Canada. Stopping, popping, turning around, spinning it around is Lamoureux. He's going to play it up to Matejchuk. He's going to bring this in over the line. Stick handling through, a little drop pass. Tried to send it across ice. Jaeger did. Hit a leg and has it turned over. Latvia gets it down the ice. Canada turning around. Little tip through the middle. Nice move in the neutral zone. Here they come. Little drop pass. Here's a shot. They score. Canada puts it in again. I believe Jager's going to put that one in. I believe it was Jager who just came through with the Jager bomb and dropped that one. What a great shot. This was a nice little outlet pass coming through. Canada looked really solid on that rush. Celebrini, again, I think is good to get an assist on this. He drops it off. And it's Jager with the Jager bomb. That was awesome. There it is. Love it. Flooding it with the Canada logos. Nice, Dallas. Yeah, Dallas, I'll send you a note a little bit later. Great little shot there by Jager. 2-0 Canada. And Canada has it again. Furlong with this puck. He's going to head it up. Here they come. Driving in another shot, and this time it's a glove save there by the Latvian tender. Going to hang on to it. Celebrini on that last rush, he picked up the puck. He kind of fumbled it, stepped around the Latvian player, and picked it back up. That was all Celebrini and what he had to do there. I mean, what a beautiful, beautiful play. And it is. Geeky gets the goal. Matejchuk and Celebrini picking up. Oh, sorry, that was on the first goal. Jager's goal, Celebrini and Lamoureux get the assist. So Celebrini picking up another couple assists here. Big jam. If it was only that Jager. Here's another shot and a nice save here. This Latvian goaltender is going to be facing a lot of pucks. This Connor Geeky throwing that one towards the net. Like to see Minton get up there. Minton get some stuff done. Mike, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you. Geeky, man, he just looks so solid on this puck. Canada's wearing their whites. They got the white socks with the Canada leaf that kind of goes up their shin to just under their knee. It is pretty stylish. Really like these white unis they're wearing. Jay, how's it going? Welcome in. Down around behind the net, Canada trying to work it out of their zone. Latvia doing a nice job kind of closing things off. Here comes Portis. He's going to send this one in. Canada in on the forecheck. Coming around, a little hit there thrown by Easton Cowan. Cowan driving towards the front of the net. They hold it in. Cowan now drifts to the right. A long shot. That's going to sail just wide as Boink throwing it in. Here comes Cowan behind the net. Cowboy with it. He's going to try and cycle this back around. Doesn't connect. Canada holds it in at the line. Pass was a little too hard there for Boink. He finally picks it up, throws it down low. Canada in there in the corner. Cowan, nice work, shovels out in front. Latvia, quick stick, going to knock that one away. Canada is still holding this one in, coming to the high slot. Cutting around, here's an off-balance shot. That one's going to sail just wide. Canada still working through. They're dominating the offensive zone right now. Here's a blast that hits a leg, and Latvia catches a break as it cycles out. Couple Latvian players going to exchange. Here comes Canada again. Easton Cowan. He's busting through. Cowan driving around. Puts it in. It's going to be deflected along the boards. Latvia's going to pick it up and start to move it out. Coming around, a long shot in. The Canadian tender Rousseau going to hang on to that one. And we're going to get some changes made. DZD coming in with the 279 thumbs up. Super sticker. DZD, thank you so much. Much appreciated for the super sticker. Thank you kindly. The over/under for goals today. That's a good question. I don't know what the official tally is, but I'm kind of going 4.5, 4.5, 5. Latvia's a decent team. They're a scrappy young squad. Here's a quick shot. I don't think Canada's going to rally a ton. Jeff, what's going on? Thunder, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Celebrini back with it again. I mean, this kid is for real. Here comes Canada 3-on-2, walking in, dumping it, trying to come through towards the net. That's going to hit a body in front. Canada steals. They swipe it through. That one goes just wide. All right, I take back that last statement. Canada's all over them here. As Latvia steals, they're going to bring this one out. 9-3 are the total shots, and we're only through 10 minutes here in the first period. Here comes Canada again. Nice little razzle-dazzle coming in. Here's a blast, and that's going to sail just wide. Nice moves there. Celebrini again. He's got the moves like Jagger. Coming around, Canada, setting it up on the far left side. Going to cycle this one back into the corner. Latvia there to pick it up. Latvia going to prick it around. Here they come now down the ice. Latvia is moving from my right across to the left. They are in the dark jerseys today. As I said earlier, Canada wearing the whites. Here's Owen Beck. He's going to try and headman this one up to Danielson. That doesn't connect. Canada back in their own zone, regrouping now. And here they come. Thunder, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Here they come up the high slot with a shot. And a nice save there by the Latvian tender. He looks good today. This Latvian goaltender, Leonards Feldbergs, looking real sharp in the early moments today. Canada throwing a lot of pucks at him, and he's making a lot of saves. I'm sensing you're not a fan of the NHL 24 controls. You know what, Blair? I don't mind it. I always play with the skill stick, and I have a really hard time doing some of those lacrosse moves and some of the deke when you modify the dekes. So I might just have to change my control structure around. My older son is really good at it. He crushes me. He's so good. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. Habs fan, what's going on for Canada? Your goal scorers, it was Connor Geeky. He scored the first, and Braden Yager with the Yager bomb puts one in. I mean, that was a great little snipe he had. Really, really came through super, super strong. Celebrini has picked up a couple assists today. He has looked really good in both these games. Thank you so much hitting that subscribe. I appreciate it. Thanks everyone for continuing to hit those likes as well. I see those climbing up. Robert, I'm out of town right now, and we're watching it on the NHL Network. So depending on where you are and what subscription fees they may have in your area, you might be able to pick it up on the NHL Network. So here we go. All the way down, 9 minutes to go. 9 minutes to go in this first period. They are moving this one around. Geeky coming through. Trying to bring it around. Guessed what's going on. I think Canada's going to win this one, but I don't think it's going to be like an 8-1 blowout game. Latvia is a good, solid team. I just don't think they have enough to really, fend off Canada, but I think they'll keep it even. Thank you, DZD. I appreciate that. Here we go. 8.5. Latvia chasing this down in their own end. Back to pick it up. Taking a long look. Cross ice pass. That's going to miss everybody. No icing called. Canada's back to pick this up. They're going to cycle this one around. Canada in their own taking a look. They got to spin around and regroup. I mean, right now, Czechia is dominating the scoring leaders as through 2 games. They put up a ton. Danielson and Lemereau tied for Canada with a couple of points in the first game. Celebrini picked up 1. He's got 2 more here early. So the Canadians bound to start climbing this leaderboard. Canada has it in the neutral zone. They're going to start moving it up. Here we go. Go Canada. That's right, Thunder. That is right. Quebec used to produce great goalies. Big James, they did. They absolutely did. That's one thing Canada hasn't really done in a while is that goalie development. That's something we used to see a lot of. Of course, one of the Carter Hart was supposed to be the huge goaltender that brought Philly to the promised land. He was so good in these tournaments, and he struggled for Philly. He's playing better now. Playing better now. You know, Mike, I am very interested to see how Minton is going to turn out in this tourney. He has struggled a little bit. But I'm very, very eager to see. Player of the tournament. Oh, I think it's a little too early. Too early. I got to catch some of the other games to see what some of the other players are like. But if I had to pick, and I've only watched a couple of games so far, right now, I am all over Celebrini. I'm obsessed with this guy, and he's kind of probably an off the beaten path pick, but he looks so good if he can continue this. Going to send this around. Of course, Connor Geeky as well probably has a good opportunity to be in contention. Don't forget to win the cup with the Leafs in the game. Yeah, there we go. Bringing it around. Latvia back in their own zone again. Canada out shooting them 10-4 right now. Haven't watched enough of these kids in their careers. Yeah, I mean, we've signed, and Mike, you watched some of the Leafs preseason. You've seen what Easton Cowan can do, and this kid was holding his own in the NHL. I'm surprised we haven't seen more of a little bit of a breakout from him here in this tournament. But again, we are game number 2. Trudeau, what's going on? Welcome in. Latvia bringing this through the neutral zone. Going to put it across. They're going to roll this into the Canada zone. Canada coming back, going to tip it right in on the tendy. It's now going to be picked up and start to move it across. Latvia setting it up. Canada did take a penalty, so Latvia is on the power play. It's about halfway through at this point. Canada going to play this one out and all the way down the ice. All right, Mike, take it easy, my friend. Latvia hanging on behind their own net, trying to get things established here, trying to get it going through. Here comes Latvia down the right-hand side, going to throw this one in, wrapping it around the boards. Latvia trying to get it set up. Canada doing a good job defensively. 30 seconds left to go on their power play. And again, Canada able to clear this one out. Latvia going to try and bring it in on the right side now. Canada, a little stick check there by Furlong, going to knock it away. And this is actually going to deflect up. I think it hit a glove at the Canadian bench. We're going to get a face-off coming up just on the outside. Who's going to win the Leafs Ottawa game today? You know what, Justin, great question, and it's always exciting coming out of the break because all these teams have had a rest. I think Marty Jones is going to get the start today. Matthews has been on fire. I think the Leafs are going to take it. I want Matthews to continue his goal-scoring streak. I mean, he doesn't need to get 2. 1 is fine. I'd love for him to put in 2 and get even closer to that 50 goals in 50 games. Man, nobody's done that for a long time. It would be amazing if Matthews could do that. Jay, no link, but if you have access to the NHL network in your area, that's where I am watching this game. Of course, in Canada, it's on TSN. If you're outside of Canada, the NHL network is your best bet. Papi on pace for 70. Yeah, man, he certainly is. Thank you, guest. Appreciate it. And thank you, everybody, hitting those subscribe buttons. It's amazing. We are on our way to 9,300, which is just one more rung in the climb to 10K. So thank you for supporting our community by hitting those subscribes. And, of course, hit that like button as well. Let's get those likes to grow a little bit more. Alfredson behind the bench might help. Yeah, Mark, that's a really good point. Alfie signing in to come in as an assistant coach, man, that's going to be awesome. Now, I don't know, how many of you watching were Ottawa Senator fans back in the day with Daniel Alfredson and Jason Spezza and that crew. But Alfredson, he's a really good hockey mind. He's a very bright hockey IQ. And we all know just because you were a good hockey player doesn't mean you're going to be a good or great hockey coach. Look what happened to Wayne Gretzky. They gave him a coaching stint, didn't work out. But Daniel Alfredsson, I'm curious to see how he's going to be behind the bench on the coaching staff. I mean, the Ottawa Senators have a ton of talent. They are not doing what they were built to do. So I'm very curious to see if they can actually turn it around and if he can help get it going. All right, here we go, bringing it back down around. This is going to be thrown out. Power play is over. They're back at even strength. Canada has it in their own end, and it's an icing call. So this is coming all the way back. 5 minutes to go in that first period. Sam, are they really going to trade Connor McDavid? Not anytime soon, Lucas. I would fall off my chair if I got a notification that said the Edmonton Oilers have just traded Connor McDavid. But, it's interesting you mentioned Connor McDavid. We, as Toronto fans, were looking at William Nylander to see what happens there. Here's Canada coming in the high slot, stealing it away. Hang on a second. Canada putting it across, setting it up, cycling around, still moving this one around. Celebrini putting it in the corner. He's fading through the slot now. Backdoor pass looking for the tip-in, doesn't connect. Canada back to the point to Celebrini again. He's going to crisscross. He's still with it. Celebrini still with it. Hanging around, looking. Cross-ice pass in the front, the shoot. That one's going to go just wide. What a setup. Holy moly, this kid is for real. Latvia is going to pick it up to the line. They're going to play it across as they're in the middle of a line change. Wow. So to finish that thought on McDavid, he's playing okay. Ottawa has struggled. William Nylander right now has a better point structure than Connor McDavid. So we know William Nylander is going to get a significant contract. But when you look at him, he has more points than some of the big guns right now. So hopefully he gets a fair shake. But yeah, Connor McDavid, the Oilers would have to get a pretty stellar package to even consider moving him. He does have, 3 years left on his deal? Latvia coming in. Huge defensive play by Canada to get that stick down and break it up. Latvia starting to put some pressure on Canada. Canada, though, they're going to move this out through the neutral zone. It hops over Easton Cowan's stick. Latvia back to set it up. Some bad passing there by Team Latvia, and it's going to come out. Canada picking up that loose puck, jumping on it real quick. They're going to roll it in. Cowan can't get there. Latvia is going to try the other side. They're coming down the right side of the ice now, and this is going to be dumped in as Portis throwing a nice hit. Here comes Canada again. They are as quick as they turn over these pucks. They jump on them and come right back. Canada walking in a high shot. That's deflected in the air, trying to get a stick on it. It's down in the slot, and Latvia going to put it in the corner. Cowan is going to take a bump. He keeps it alive. Cycling around. This is going to be played deep down in there. I haven't noticed Minton touch the puck at all here. Here comes Latvia walking in, crisscrossing, drops the puck, and it's Canada to scoop up that loose puck. They're going to play this down the ice. Here comes Cowan, toe drag. What a stop. The Latvian goaltender kicking out his leg. A huge pad save. Canada intercepts the clearing attempt trying to come in, and they can't. Latvia going to bring this one out. It's Warren. Warren going to play this one up. Canada tips it in to negate any potential icing call. Canada going in there, crashing bodies, picking up that loose puck. Great forecheck by Canada. Dumas coming around, sending it back to the line. Across ice for Warren. He sends this in, and it's tipped up into the net off a stick. So we are going to get another face-off. Thunder, you bought the merch. Oh, thank you, Thunder. What did you pick up, Thunder? When you get it, if you want, send me a picture of you with the merch, and we'll get that posted. We will post it on our social media. Anybody who goes and buys any Samwelb12 Experience merch, when you receive it, if you send me a picture with it, we will gladly post it on our social media. So thank you so much for supporting us with some merch. Coming around, going to be the Cowboys Rodeo. Mark, I hope so. I can't wait till he gets in. Could it be next year he joins the big club? I'd love to see him getting some time in. Canada cycling it around, finally stolen by Latvia, and Canada steals it right back. They kept it in, but only momentarily. We got 1:40 to go in the first period. Latvia going to send this one in. Coming down around behind the net. Canada's going to pick it up. They're going to move it up. Canada cycling around. Good cycle. They are playing really, really well. Minton coming in his own end, helping out. Passing it across. Here they come in, driving towards the net. Here's a shot there by Connor Geekie. Connor Geekie, man, he's got a great shot. A real nice shot. We got a penalty coming up. A penalty coming up on Latvia. 1:13 to go in the period. Of course, his name is Connor. Right, Dallas? I mean, if you're having a child and you want that child to be a good hockey player, just name him Connor. That seems to be getting the thing done. Roger, what's going on? Tonight it's going to be Marty Jones. It looks Marty Jones was first off the ice at practice earlier today, so it looks like he will be the starter for the Leafs tonight against the Sens. That's going to be a fun game. All right, 1:11. They're going to redrop at Canada on the power play. Latvia taking a penalty there, so Canada will finish this period on the power play unless, of course, they score yet again. So the official having a little bit of a conversation. They put a couple of ticks back on the clock. Dallas, the watch times right now are off the charts. It is cray-cray. 2 minutes, there we go. They put 2 minutes back on the clock. Richard coming in with the 20-pound super chat. Richard, thank you so much. Hope Santa was good to you. Richard, thank you for all your ongoing support. Really appreciate it. Thank you for that super chat. Santa and I had a little meeting of the minds. We we had a little eggnog cheers. Thank you again, Richard. Latvia going to put this one out and down the ice. 50 seconds to go. First period is almost in the books. Canada on the power play. Look out. Dangerous play. And they give it away. Here comes Latvia. Cross ice pass. Canada's going to steal. Here comes Canada. Down the right-hand side. Busting into the Latvian zone. Cycling it around. Trying to get things set up. 30 seconds to go now in the period. Canadian player gets tripped up in the corner. The official's arm shoots up. We got another penalty coming up here to Latvia. Canada will have a two-man advantage. Cutting around, Canada, cross-ice pass. It gets tipped into the corner. Finally, Latvia touches up. The ref blows a whistle. It's a tripping call coming to Latvia with 18 seconds to go. It's going to be 5-on-3 for the Canadians. Jennifer, how's it going? Just chatting on Discord. Yes, Jennifer, we have a Discord server. If one of the mods could drop the invite in there, we will get you that invite. You are more than welcome to join us over on the Discord server. Wet, muddy, damp, rain tomorrow. Oh, yeah, Roger. Weather right now all over the place is not what we expected it to be. All right, Celebrini coming in to take this draw. Two-man advantage with 18 seconds to go. Minton on the right side. Celebrini's going to win it back. They're going to put this across. Canada trying to set it up. Can they get a shot off here? Geekie to Celebrini. Back to the line. Taking a look to Celebrini again. 5 seconds so. Puts it across. Setting it up. Shoot it. They do. Nice stop there by the Latvian tender. He's going to dive on it as the horn goes. First period is in the books. They will have carryover on the power play when the second period begins. Let's go over to our intermission screen. All right, here we go. A nice little start for Team Canada here against the Latvians. Not as forceful as we thought they might be, but again, this Latvia team definitely has something to prove. A lot of youngsters here, and they are putting a good little tournament together. Let's see if we can get some good stats here for you. Your two Canadian goals, Connor Geekie, he opened it up from Denton Maciejak and Celebrini. Then it was Braden Yager. He gets the second Canadian goal. This one from Celebrini and Lemereau. So nice set of goals there. For those that are wondering, how many people actually go to these hockey games right now? They're saying the attendance is about 6,300 people. 6,300 in attendance for tonight's game. Rick, what's going on? Welcome in. Let's go. Just hooked up new 55-inch TV. Rick, very nice. Enjoy the new TV. That is awesome. Duke, What's going on? Good afternoon. We're doing better than I thought. Thankfully, missed the entire first period. It was an okay first period. It was a good. It was good back and forth. Para Life in the house. What's going on, Para? Good to see you. Couldn't have found you at a better time at work and was falling asleep. Well, I'm glad we can keep you awake a little bit during this game. Canada definitely out shooting Latvia 15-5. I think that's pretty much to be expected in this tournament. We saw this last year as well. Canada, they play well, but Latvia is a good, solid team of youngsters. And if you remember last year, they kind of took Canada, I think, was it the third period when they started running away with it? The other games today, if you didn't have a chance to see, Czechia down to Norway 8-1, Germany 4-3 over Finland, then Slovakia 3-0 over Switzerland. So those were the games earlier today. Yesterday, Sweden defeated Latvia 6-0, U.S. 4-1 over Norway, Canada 5-2 over Finland, and Slovakia 6-2 over Czechia. So if we take a look at the overall kind of standing so far through the first games, Sweden, Canada, Germany all winning their first game. Latvia losing. Finland is now lost 2. They're at the bottom of Group A. Group B, Slovakia is at the top with 2 wins now. U.S. with a win. Czechia with 2. Switzerland and Norway at the bottom of that group there. Tim Horton was awesome. Jennifer, sometimes we do. Depends who's around. Sometimes we definitely do, but really it kind of depends who's around. But yeah, you never know. You never know. Sometimes we'll drop in a little announcement and people will hop in. So definitely an option, shall we say. Tonight, for those NHL Hawks waiting for the NHL to come back from their Christmas break, here is the lineup of what we're expecting to see. The Blue Jackets taking on the New Jersey Devils, Toronto versus Ottawa, Washington against the Rangers, Florida, Tampa Bay, Pittsburgh, New York, Boston, Buffalo, Dallas, St. Louis, Detroit, Minnesota, Carolina, Nashville, Winnipeg, Chicago, Colorado, Arizona, Seattle, Calgary, Vegas, Anaheim, San Jose, LA Kings. A ton of great games on the schedule for tonight. Freak Show, what's going on? Unfortunately, I'm not. I will be tweeting throughout, but I don't think we're going to be live for it. Jeff, that's awesome. Spoil my fiance with a cruise. Jeff, who did you book with? Which cruise line are you going with? But that's awesome. What a great gift. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you as well, Rick. Train Latvian soldiers. Oh, goodness gracious. That's really funny. The other thing I wanted to talk about, one of the things, and we saw it kind of earlier in today, is one of the things the NHL has adopted with these reviewable penalties with Princess. Oh, Jeff, awesome. You guys are going to have a blast. Varias, what's going on? So, this kind of started in international hockey. They'll call a penalty, they'll upgrade it to a major, 5 minutes, they'll review it, and then be able to downgrade it. We've seen this adopted in the NHL. We've seen this come in where they've done this a few times, where they'll make it a major, they'll review it, and then downgrade it. This happened earlier in today's game. The Canadian defender threw a nice little hip check, which was called right away. It actually, in the initial replay, kind of looked like he got the knee out, which is why they upgraded it to a 5-minute major for kneeing. They did a review, and they came back saying, in actuality, no penalty whatsoever. It was waived off, which was the right call. It was a very long review, and anytime the officials are reviewing something for as long as they did, it makes you a little nervous, right? That this is going to go against us, and it would have been a turning point if Canada would have received that 5-minute major penalty. But the officials got it right. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay, no time limit on the review. Make sure you're watching it. Make sure you're going through to ensure you're getting the right call. Because if you're going to give somebody a major penalty and not have a chance to review it, not have a chance to set yourself right, that major penalty could absolutely change, how this first period went. A couple other stats to note here: 15 shots for Canada, 5 for Latvia. Canada is 1 for 3 on the power play. Latvia is 0 for 1 right now. The goal scorers, we talked about it earlier. Connor Geekie, he had the first one. He's got 3 shots on goal, by the way. Geekie's had 3 shots on goal, which is really, really good for him. Good to see. Salbrini's picked up 2 assists today. What other big stats to mention? Rousseau has looked good. He stopped all 5 shots he's faced. From the Latvian standpoint, their goaltender, Fieldbergs, has looked really solid. He's been performing how he needs to, right? He's been looking good. He's been jumping all over the pucks. The goals he let in were decent Canadian goals. He hasn't looked weak, and that's one of the things for some of these smaller teams. I don't want to say weaker teams, but some of these smaller teams is that you don't want them to just get blown out of the water and have all these goals look really, really bad. They look pretty good. So let's see how Canada now performs going into that second period. TJ, what's going on? Happy holidays to you. Appreciate it. All right, talking about Connor Geekie, here's a little bit of information about him because I don't know how much everybody really knows about him. He's been a solid pickup. Let's bring this down. He's 6'4". That's a big boy. Just about 200 pounds. Arizona Coyotes. They drafted him in 2022. He was 11th overall. Quite a nice pickup there. Over the past in the WHL, actually this year in the WHL 23-24, in 26 games played, he's got 49 points, 20 goals, 29 assists. Last year in 66 games, he had 77 points. So he definitely is looking pretty good at what he can do. So he's going to have a very, very bright future ahead, and that's Connor Geekie. I know a lot of us here are familiar with Fraser Minton, and Fraser Minton, he had his little chance with the Leafs and didn't really show what I think a lot of us were hoping for. Jordan, what's going on? Welcome in. Great to see you. But yeah, Fraser Minton, captain of this team, and he's playing his role, but he's not really at the forefront of leading this tournament. He's 6'2", 192 pounds. Minton drafted in 2022, 38th overall by the Maple Leafs. This season, in the first 4 games he played, he did not have any points. He then was on the Kamloops Blazers, where he played 7 games. He picked up 10 points, 3 goals, and 7 assists before moving over to the Saskatchewan Blades of the WHL, where he's played 6 games. He's got 5 points there, 2 goals, and 3 assists. So Fraser Minton, will he be able to up his game to have a better showing, if you will? I don't know. I have a feeling like he's more of going to be more of a playmaker rather than a big time goal scorer. The one we're really looking forward to seeing is Easton Cowan, and we've talked about him a little bit. Easton Cowan, one of these guys. Again, we watched him in preseason. He was awesome. Jordan, that's awesome. Yeah, Jordan, it looks sharp, real sharp. Easton Cowan, let's go down to his stats right now. He's a little bit smaller in stature, 5'11", 185 pounds. Toronto's first overall pick, drafted 28th overall. Right now, this year in the London Knights, in 23 games, he's got 39 points, 12 goals, 27 assists. Last year for the Knights, he put up 53 points in 68 games, So he's only getting better, and really excited to see how he's going to continue to improve. Like I said, he looked absolutely lights out incredible in the preseason. So I think Easton Cowan is going to be the real deal. Bear Shark, Florida Park Explorers. You're too kind. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our partner, the Florida Park Explorers. And I know, Jeff, you mentioned about booking a cruise. Next time you're looking, reach out to them, the Florida Park Explorers. Not only are they travel agents, but they are a concierge service, can hook you up all around the Florida theme parks, theme park treats, theme parks merch, tickets, hotel packages, cruises. Check them out, the Florida Park Explorers. Booking cruises right now, always working and doing a darn good job at it. So thank you, Bear Shark, for being here. All right, so second period is going to be coming up 2-0 Canada, hanging on to the lead, but Latvia sticking around. Latvia says, yeah, we're not going anywhere so fast. Lucas, let's see. Let me scroll back here, Lucas. I made my NFL picks for this year. Nice, Lucas, getting your picks in. Who'd you take, Lucas? Who is your top pick? Narcissus Cruise Dallas. That's awesome. That is really funny. So I think we asked it. We asked it earlier, and I might have missed your comments. Let's see it. Who is your pick? Which is the Canadian player that you're excited to see? And I kind of just gave mine away a little bit. Easton Cowan and Celebrini, kind of my two picks. They're the two players that I'm very excited to see work their way through. Giants fan, what's going on? Great to see you. Hope all is well. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to yourself and the Rhino. Monty, what's going on? Welcome in. Minton, yeah. I'm not sold on Minton. I'll tell you, I'm not sold, but we'll see. We'll give him a chance. We will give him a chance, see how he pulls through. Yeah, but these tournaments are so awesome, so much fun to watch. Rob, what's going on? Watching from Atlanta. Rob, how's the weather out in Atlanta today? Getting some mixed reviews of the weather all over the place. They should do a Leafs cruise. Jeff, that might be dangerous, Jeff. But that would be fun. That would be fun. Get all the alumni on there. That would be something else. That would just be absolutely wild. But they'd have to cover over one of the pools and put a skating rink on there. Little overcast, but stopped raining. Okay, yeah, I was hearing it's been raining all over the place. So at least you got the rain to stop there. Man, I can't believe Czechia 8-1, just running away with it. Tomorrow, only a couple of games: United States and Switzerland, Germany and Sweden. That is tomorrow. And then Canada is back at it Friday afternoon, so they get the day off tomorrow. Don't forget that App Floor will book your cruise. That's right. They will book that cruise and book it well. Nobody books a cruise like the Florida Park Explorers. These cruise would come in last. The refs would call the cruise on an account of sun. Okay, that is awesome. The World Tournament starts May 10th, 2024. Oh, yes. I love when they do those big tournaments. Plus, I think it's in April, the Women's World Junior Tournament is going to kick off. Germany is hot right now, and the Czechs are right. Yeah, Rick, right? They are on fire. It's nice to see, as much as we want to see Canada, dominate these tournaments. For years, it was Canada and U.S. It's great to see all these other nations starting to improve their quality of play. Reigning in the GTA as well. Stop there. All right, Duke, thank you. Top picks in the NFC, the Lions. I have the Ravens. Lucas, I'm not a huge NFL guy, but I'll tell you my pick. I'm a Bills guy. Always got to go for the Bills. They're as close to home as I can get. They would call the cruise due to sun. That's funny. Maybe we should book an officials cruise. Get all the officials, round them up, and send them out to sea. That cruise would be under review. under non-stop review. Bills Mafia has it. Rick's Bills fan as well. I mean, Bills, man, when is it going to be their year? When is it going to be their turn? They keep coming so close, but just can't pull it out. All right. We're getting set here, I believe, after this commercial. We're going to be back to get going with the second period. Canada looking to continue their dominant play. When I say dominant, they're not dominating on the scoreboard, even though they have 2 goals. They've been dominating in the offensive zone pressure. It's been a real strong positive for Canada, is how they're able to control the puck. You're drinking the wrong water. I know, Jordan, I know. I gotta get more in the fridge. This is all that was cold. All right, so we're getting set. Second period time. Who scores the next goal? Put it in the chat. Who's your prediction, team or player? If you know the players well enough and you want to put a player prediction in, who is your player prediction for the next goal? I know, no invisibility cloak today, Dallas. We're all au natural. Rick is going Minton. Good choice. We'll see if he can pull it off. I mean, Canada, we'll see if they can continue to put the pressure. There you go, Monty. I'm with you. I'd love to see Celebrini put up another one. That would be awesome. He's been close. He's been moving around. So that's my pick is in there for him. I like how he's been moving. Danielson has had some chances. All right, let's go to the game screen and get set for period number 2. Here we go. Thanks for coming in. Of course, if you haven't hit that subscribe already, hit that subscribe. Keep the numbers going. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that like button. Here we go. Canada starting the period on a 2-man advantage for 35 more seconds. Canada sending it around. Minton. Back to Matejchuk. Cross ice. Celebrini with a blast. That one's going to sail wide and come all the way down the ice. Paul, how's it going? Merry Christmas. That's Mark. He certainly has. I'd be okay for him to put another one in, for putting one in. Here comes Minton. He's going to bring this one in. Going to put this down. Cycling it around. Geeky going towards the front of the net. Minton taking a look. He's going to dish it off. They're working this around. Back to the point. Cross ice pass. Nobody's shooting. Now the shot comes off the post, and the Latvian goaltender is going to flip around and dive down and cover that one up. Canada coming close, ringing the iron. And again, this Latvian goaltender making a huge stop. Fieldberg says, just been great. Canada, Geeky, I think he put it right behind him. The rebound was there. Oh, didn't go off the post. Geeky stopped it. And when he went to shoot, it kind of went right in behind the goaltender. And the goaltender had to jump around and cover that one. Quick reflexes there, keeps this game at 2. Canada cycling it around, taking a look, dropping it back to the line. Cross ice pass, that's going to miss. Going to the corner. Canada getting the cycle on, putting it around. Patra coming around, back to the line, back up. Pontra sending it to Bonk. Cross ice for the one-timer. They score. It's a tip-in in front. I believe this was a Laird. I believe he tipped it in. We'll have to take a look. I believe a Laird got the stick on it just in time. Some maple syrup power. It was a nice little play. They didn't get it on the 5-3. Yes, it's a Laird in front. Did he actually get this? I think so. Great shot. A great blast coming. Wood sending it in. And a Laird. Did he? No, you know what? Upon that review, I don't think a Laird tipped it. So this is going to go to Matthew Wood or a Laird. We'll have to see upon review who they award it to. So right now they're giving it to a Laird. But Canada is up 3-0 here early in the second period. And Latvia is going to come in offside. We're going to get another face-off coming up here. Great start, Canada, on the power play. They couldn't score the 5-on-3. Oh, and here's another penalty to the Latvians. So the officials are having a conversation here. The officials are having a conversation. Oh, they got the stick up high. Cross. I don't think it was quite in the face. I think it was more in the chest. But they are having a conversation here right in front of the Latvian bench. And I'm pretty much in front of the officials. So I think it is just going to be 2 minutes. Oh, nope, they're calling it a major penalty. Play is under review. Major penalty. Play is under review. So we're gonna see what they reviewed. From the angle they showed on the television, the stick came across the shoulder and the chest. It didn't look like it was up in the neck area. So let's see what the review is going to turn out to be. So, okay, let's see. It comes in. Yeah, I still think it's the shoulder pads. It's definitely a cross-check. Definitely 2 minutes for cross-checking. It sat on the shoulder. It did not get up and get him. So this should not be a major penalty, but it's another penalty to Latvia. I believe it was Warren that took that cross-check. But they are going to review it, and of course they're taking their time. They want to make sure to get this call right. It's hard to tell, Rick. I mean, the angle they're showing it, I don't think it got up. I think it got caught on the shoulder pad. You know, it very well. Here, let's see this other angle. See this other angle, because the way the Canadian player was turned, it got the shoulder, but the far side might have come up and caught him in the chin when you look at that reverse angle. So, Mellis is going for cross-checking. Here, let's see what the final call is going to be. Come on, you can do it. 2 minutes for cross-checking. So they're going to call just the 2 minutes, not a high stick. The puck did not get him in the face. Very close. From the one angle, it definitely got him in the shoulder. But when you see the reverse angle, yes, it got him in the shoulder, but the rest of the shaft looked like it got up a little high. But they're going to say, no, just a cross-check. So with 17 shots and a 3-0 lead, Canada is going to go on the power play again. They are 2 for 3 so far. They're going to intercept this one, hanging in. Now Latvia is going to clear this out and down the ice. Canada, time to turn it around again and get her going. Here we go. Hockey is Canada's game, absolutely. Canada going to bring it in. Celebrini in offside. No, they're going to say no. Play on. He's going to flip this over. I thought for sure Celebrini was offside. He's going to work this to the face-off dot, kicking it back to the point. Cross-ice pass. Here's a shot that's going to sail just high as Minton going upstairs. Coming down low to the outside hash marks. Canada bouncing it in front of the net. Latvia is going to steal. They get it to the line. Great play there by Matejchuk to go up like a center fielder, grab it down and play it. Fraser Minton in the corner. He has this puck. He's going to bank it off the boards. Little bounce pass. Back over to Minton. Minton playing some catch here. They're setting it up. Dumais. He puts it in, and the Latvian's going to play this out and down the ice. The check back to pick it up. Here comes Canada. They're going to walk in, looking to set it up. Little drop pass here. Down low, walking out of the corner. Here's a shot. Nice stop again. Wood trying to get close. Going to play this, and it's intercepted by Latvia. They're going to get it out and all the way down the ice. Canada now going to regroup, get some fresh legs on, get the B unit on, the B squad, and here they come again. Canada going to cut through the middle, driving it down all the way in. Bonk is going to carry it low. He's going to stop and look. He's going to feed it to Wood. It comes to the point to Savoy. Passing it across. Turning and looking. Savoy's in the high slot. They go down low. The bounce pass to Savoy. He's going to kick it back to the point to Bonk. Over to Wood. Wood taking a look. He goes down low into the slot. Here's a shot, a second attempt, and they can't put it in. Couple of nice opportunities there. Canada came close. Power play has expired. We are back at even strength. And they give it away. Latvia coming in, and a big hit, stepping up. Oliver Boink just delivered a nice shoulder. Here comes Canada down the left side. Cowan's going to put it across. Canada walking in. Cowan going to the net. There's a shot right on. And the Latvian goaltender makes a save, and he's going to hang on to it. Excellent work. Canada, again, they don't have to put too much pressure. They just have to keep getting shots to the net. Still early, Mark. Still early. I think a lot of folks are calling Canada to take the silver or bronze. Not seeing a lot of predictions to put Canada in the gold medal spot. But they have a lot to prove. Don't forget the Canadian team that won gold 2 years in a row, 2 tournaments in a row. It was a very different team. They had a lot of players that are now playing in the NHL. They only have a handful of players, I think 3 or 4, that have mild NHL experience. And the puck is going to come in. It's going to be tipped up and out of play. So we're going to get a face-off. Let's see. Curtis, can they break the predictions? Can they show everybody that without some of those superstars, can they win a third in a row? I mean, that would be awesome. That would be really, really cool. Again, thank you so much, everybody, hitting that subscribe, hitting those thumbs up, hitting those likes. If you haven't hit that like button yet, give it a clickety-click. We appreciate it. Here comes Latvia, going to swing. They miss the pass. This is going to come down, and it's going to be an icing call. So it's going to come all the way back into the Latvian territory. Watch out for the American team. Yeah, Jeff, they're the favorites right now. They're the ones who everything I'm seeing is putting the early predictions on Team US taking the gold medal. I'm excited. I'm going to try and watch a little bit of that game tomorrow. Latvia are going to win this draw. They're going to cycle it around. Still only with 5 shots so far. We're about 4.5 gone here in this second period. A little conversation happening at the central, the red line there between the Canadian and the Latvian players. Nothing is going to come out of that. Bolanis for Latvia going to go have a seat. Nice to see some people in the crowd. A lot of empty seats, though. Canada usually is a big draw in these tournaments. There is still a ton of empty seats in the building today. Some of the other games, they've had next to nobody. The only people in the seats kind of friends, family, and security. Here comes Canada driving around, cutting towards the net. They're going to jam it in, and they score. What a beautiful play, kind of out of nowhere. Talk about taking that into your own hands. Carson Riekoff goes down, and he's wearing a big old neck guard. That's good to see. What a great play by Renkoff. Just absolutely a one-man show. He picks up the loose puck just outside the blue line, bringing it in, cutting around the Latvian goaltender, and just a nice play. And this was a beauty of a little tip. Celebrini again. Are you kidding me? Celebrini again is going to pick up another assist. I forgot to do the goal horn. Duke, take care, my friend. All the best. So a great goal by Renkoff. Celebrini picks up another assist. He is on fire. He is the assist king. Back to the point. Here's a shot. That one's going to sail wide. Latvia still cannot get some shots on. 20 shots now for Team Canada. They're going to bring this around. Canada gets it to the line. They're going to tip it out. They are trying to come in. Latvia, nice job slowing them down. Little drop pass. Matejchuk coming in, tried to feed it over. Did not connect. Nice little setup play there. Nice passing. I like what I'm seeing there. Here's a shot. The Canadian keeper holding it against the post. And they keep that one out. Wow, that one was close. Rousseau kind of looked behind him there. CeeLo, what's going on the go with CeeLo? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Morgan, what's going on? Welcome in. Canadian Boys dedicated to feed the underdog prediction to its critics sideways. Oh, I hope so, Mark. But this one was close. Rousseau doing a nice job to hold on to that puck, but he did kind of peek behind him. Latvia getting their sixth shot on net. So another assist by Celebrini. Good for him. Here comes Canada. Bring it in, a shot, and a nice save. Rebound. Canada's going to gobble up that loose puck. They're going to take it in the corner. They're going to work this one over. Trying to bring it around. It comes to the line. Canada can't hold it in. Furlong in the neutral zone. He's going to play this one up. Latvia quickly jumps on the puck carrier, Portis. Yeah, it's going to be an offside call as Canada just bringing it in on the offside. Not yet, CeeLo. Not yet. We're going to be there in the new year. So we will be heading that way in just a couple of days. And I cannot wait. They're going to take a commercial break. There it is, Morgan redeeming the goal light. Love it. By the way, we haven't really talked about that much today. This game has been a nice pace to it. Just by being here, just by hanging out, you are earning points. You can check your points at any time by doing !points in the chat. That will tell you exactly how many points you've earned. Then you're able to redeem your points to bring up different graphics on the screen, whether it's Canada graphics or really any of the graphics that you know from any of our streams should still be valid. Thank you, EC3. Much appreciated. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a good time. We will be bringing some content from out that way. So what does that look like? Well, it could be lives. It could be some Instagram reels. It could be some shorts. But we'll definitely have some sort of content from when we are out that way. So make sure that your notifications are subscribed so you can see it when we do get it. Carson Renkoff, who just scored 18 years of age from Vaughan, Ontario, currently playing with Kitchener, but he's a Vaughan kid. Here comes Canada. I'm going to bring this one in. 13:50 to go here in the second period of play. Going to work this one through. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. Much appreciated. Driving around behind the net. It's going to come out to the line. Canada going to swing and hold it in. Furlong with a nice play. Canada trying to swing this one through. Comes over to Cowan. Easton Cowan carrying this one. Little toe drag. Great move. Cowan with a shot. And a nice save there by the tender of the Latvian twine. Nice little move there by Easton Cowan. Very, very happy to see that Easton Cowan has such good puck control. The way he's kind of carrying those through, those toe drags, pull it around players. That is a very difficult skill. And man, he makes it look super, super easy. Jordan bringing up the pickle, man. Little pickle dance. Love it. That's right. We had our pickles on the stick the other day. Delicious. Canada bringing it around. You'd think there was still a power play here. Canada in full control. In the corner, it's Beck. Owen Beck. He's getting bumped along the boards. He's going to go down. Latvians throwing some body. Here comes Canada. Going to strip this puck away in the neutral zone. They're going to play it right back. Look out. Latvia is going to steal. Latvia coming in. They had a 3-on-1 opportunity. Couldn't connect the pass. Canada comes back to steal it away. They're going to set it up. Long pass. That's going to hop over the stick of Donovan. Coming back around. Donovan with a huge hit. And are they going to call that a penalty? Donovan is going to look at the official. So what are they actually calling this a penalty, or was this just a whoops, I blew the whistle? Donovan with a great hit. No, it looks like the Latvian player was in on the offside. So that is the call. So Donovan was a big part of the last World Junior Championships. Nice to see him getting some more time here. Yes, that is right, Morgan. That is right. Two good prospects. Of course, Fraser Minton, I'm not sure what to expect, to set my expectations of him. Easton Cowan, I have very high expectations right now. who calls power play anymore. Right? Uh-oh, Dallas. Dallas, is there a problem? You got to call in? Or are you trying to book some stuff? Celebrini coming in. He takes a shot that's deflected high and wide all the way out. 12 minutes to go in the second period. Canada with a firm 4-0 lead here. 21 shots are 21 shots for Canada, 7 for Latvia. Canada going to poke this one in. This is coming down and around. Here they come around. Taking a look. Drop pass. Canada's going to steal. Canada going to work their way up. This is going to be tipped in the corner. Taking a look. Latvia walking right out. Wow, nice quick stick there by Lamoureux. This in the corner. Latvia going to cycle it around behind the net. They're starting to put some pressure. Canada going to steal, flip it off the boards. Here come the Canadians. They're going to chip it out. They're going to chase it down in the Latvian zone. Dumas, he's going to come around, gets it right back. He's going to take a shot. And there's the Latvian goaltender again coming up with a big save. And the Lavskov first shot on goal, you would never know. They're looking good, Blair. They are looking good. Dumais. Oh, interesting. So they're saying Dumais, who's playing top line here with Minton and Geeky, was actually cut from the team previously and wasn't invited to play in the top prospects game. But he finds himself here on the top line, and here's a blast. It's going to sail high and over the net. Canada getting lots of shots towards this goaltender. Canada back around. Furlong going to play this one in. Canada, the cycle is on. Big hit there by the Latvian team. Canada still picking it up, working it along the boards. Going to drop it over. Here's Cowan, tries to step around. Savoy coming in to help out. And this puck is tipped out and down the ice. It's been the lower lines in this game who have been the dominant lines. Of course, on the power play, they have a couple of goals as well. This coming out. Here comes Latvia going to play this one down. Chipped a little far. This is going to be an icing call as Latvia was threatening. And this is coming all the way back down. Canada, what a game they are playing. Rosu, yeah, he's playing really good. He's showing some good potential. He hasn't really been tested that much here today, but certainly in the game yesterday, he made some really good stops. So yeah, I agree. I'm liking what I'm seeing from him, kind of in the early stages of this tournament. Canada back to pick it up in their own zone. They're starting to work this one through. Here they come again, the Canadians, the full head of speed, and they get stopped at their own line. They got to back up and start to set this one around. Quick shot, they're going to put this one just wide. Whoops. So they're cycling it around. So Alert and Rousseau, looks like they're both undrafted. Am I reading this correctly? Bonk with it. He's cycling around. Let's try to see here. That's pretty crazy if that's true. In the corner, coming around. Latvia with it, trying to pull up to confirm. Here they come. This is coming all the way down. Breakaway, Canada coming in. Backhand, they score. Guess who? Celebrini. Holy moly. He is a points machine. Takes it while skating backwards. Turns forwards on the breakaway. What a goal. What a goal. Selly for Celebrini. Man, that was awesome. Celebrini. This kid is for real. Let's see. 4 points in this game for Celebrini. Unbelievable. Let's see. 5-0 now, Canada. Canada absolutely dominating. Giannis, how's it going? I'm Latvian, still a fan of the Canadian team. Well, welcome in. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Thank you for joining us here today. Listen, Latvia is an exciting team to watch. There's a lot to be proud of with this squad. All right, so let's see. Yeah, Rosu is undrafted. He is available. Boy, the Maple Leafs need some good goaltending prospects. Get him on the horn and get him signed. We'll go through. We'll take a look at all the ownerships at the next intermission. 8 minutes to go here in the second period. Canada with a huge lead. Looks like it must just about do it for the. So it is awesome. Yeah, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here today. This Latvian goaltender is looking real good. Feldberg's, he's played sharp today. Real sharp. And the one thing we learned, especially last year with Latvia, they were a strong team. They surprised a lot of folks last year. Not, obviously they're playing a very tough Canada team. Coming around in front, Canada can't get a stick on that one. 7:50 to go. Back to the line. Furlong going to hold this one in, setting it down low. Canada walking out in front. Pass misses everyone. Coming back to the line, they're going to send this one in. Taking a look, cycling back in the corner. Canada coming across. Here's a shot from the point. Another big stop. Canada trying to jump on this loose puck. They do. They are still driving this one in, coming around, circling behind the net. Still with it. They were thinking lacrosse goal right there. You could see it on the way he framed his body and his stick. He was going to try and scoop that one up, but just did not pull it up. Giannis, thank you for hitting that subscribe. Much appreciated. Cycling around, still with it is Minton. Minton taking a look. He's going to drop it off in the corner. Long cross ice pass coming right out in front. No shot. Off a stick. Oh, Minton put it just wide. He put it just wide. And we got a penalty coming up. Delay a game penalty coming up. Minton had a chance. Great work by Noah Warren. Minton in front. He had it, and the goaltender was down and out, and he put it just wide. Unbelievable. So when they return from the commercial break, Canada's going to go to the power play yet again. Ooh, that's a very good question. I mean, I don't know enough about this kid, but boy, he is blowing my mind right now. I saw what he did yesterday. I was like, I really, really, really liked what I was seeing, and man, he looks good. He's going to be eligible for this next upcoming draft year. Let's see. Let's take a look at his stats. What information can we find out about Celebrini, who's really, really putting on a show with a 4-point day? He had 2 yesterday, 6 points. All right, let's take a look-see here. Celebrini was born June 13th, 2006 in Vancouver, BC. His youth team was the North Shore Winter Club. He's 6 foot, 190 pounds, so decent size. He's a left shot. He's eligible for the 24 NHL entry draft. Right now he's ranked 1. He's ranked 1 by every scouting agency. Here's a shot and another save. The consolidated ranking has him 1. EliteProspects.com has him 1. Hockey News, Daily Faceoff, Bob McKenzie all have him number 1. Craig Button has him number 1. The SMAT Scouting has him ranked number 1. Wow. So chances are he's going to be that number 1 draft pick. Canada just took a penalty right off the faceoff. So that's going to negate their power play with 148 on the list. We're going to get some 4-on-4 hockey. He is Celebrini currently playing with the Boston University in the NCAA. In 15 games, he's got 25 points. Last year, 22-23, Celebrini played for the Chicago Steel of the USHL. In 50 games, he had 86 points. Wow. 21-22, played at St. Mary's Prep. In 52 games, he had 117 points. The year before, in 2021, for St. Mary's, at the under-14 AAA, in 50 games, he had 141 points, 51 goals, and 90 assists. That is insane. This kid is for real. Bringing this around, we got 4-on-4 hockey for a minute and a half. Very dumb penalty. Bringing this around, I mean, Celebrini, boy, he is just something. If he can continue playing this tournament like this, holy moly. Long way to the draft. Remember, Wright was projected to go. That's true, Mark. And that was very interesting, the whole Shane Wright-Slafkovsky situation. Here's a shot from Latvia and a nice stop by the Canadian tender, Rousseau. That whole situation with Shane Wright blew my mind. Feeling Froggy, what's going on? Good afternoon. Welcome in. I remember when we were calling that draft and we were sitting there fully anticipating Shane Wright to go. And he didn't go, and he didn't go, and he didn't go, and he just kept dropping. We were like, what is going on? That was something crazy. And it's hard to say, was that the right move? Was it not the right move? I mean, Shane Wright has been sent down. You know, he hasn't really had a good shake. Slafkovsky, playing now for Montreal, hasn't looked really good at all. You know, when Noah Gregor is outperforming the number one draft pick, here's another shot and a glove save right off the draw. Latvia, a couple of shots right off the faceoff. You know, Toronto's Noah Gregor having a better stat line than Slafkovsky, you know, really gives you something to talk about. You know, it's the way Slafkovsky can play, though, you know it's just a matter of time before he picks it up. Here comes Canada. They're going to move this up the left side, going to bring this one in. 48 seconds of the 4-on-4. Then Latvia will get a short power play. Here's a shot. Canadian goalie Rousseau got a piece of it. Latvians still with it, holding it in the Canadian zone. Cycling it around behind the tender. Circling around. Coming out in front. Nice job, Canada, to knock that puck away. Latvia trying to steal it. Canada hard on the stick. Now they're going to drop the body. They get it to the line and out. Nice play there, Donovan. Coming around, 20 seconds to go now, 4-on-4. Let's see what they can do. Yeah, Morgan, I saw the Kiermaier signing. Very happy with the Kiermaier signing. I'm not sure who that other fella is they signed. Latvia coming close. Rousseau with the save. Another shot. That's going to be deflected high and over the net. 4 seconds to go. Canada's trying to hold it. They fan on the clearing pass. And that's going to do it. A 10-second Latvia power play. It's not going to get them very much. Latvia, here they come, 2-on-1. They're going to drop it back. Driving in, trying to go back. They can't. Latvia now, they're putting it back. A shot right on the save. It's sitting there, side of the net. Canada is going to scoop it out. 4:39 to go in the second period. And here comes Canada after killing that massive 10-second power play. Oh, Jeff, I don't know if I'd want to go back there. I don't know if I want to go back there. Here they come around. If you're on Facebook, make sure you're following our Facebook page and join our Facebook group. Just search Samwelb12 Experience. So that was a quick exchange of 4-on-4 to a power play. Now it's all said and done. We are at even strength. Canada just dominating this game. Absolutely dominating. You know, it's funny. James Reimer, when James Reimer was in Toronto, he was okay. Let's be realistic. He wasn't a superstar. He played okay. He got the job done. You know, he moves on and has had struggles. You know, Jack Campbell, same thing. In Toronto, he was okay. Did the job a little bit. He goes to Edmonton. He's having all kinds of troubles. What is he? Is he now the backup on the AHL team? It's unfortunate. And then, of course, we all know what's happening with Samsonov. So even though Reimer might be available, I would rather stick with Wall, Wall and Jones than bringing Reimer back. Just too inconsistent. Reimer is not going to be your Stanley Cup winning goaltender. Bringing nightmares back. That's funny, Curtis. Listen, they need a solid goaltender, right? Otherwise, it's always going to be that what if scenario. As much as the forwards can play hard, if you don't have a solid tender back there to help you, it's going to be tough. It's found in a crunch. I like him if he's in the Red Wings right now. Listen, the Red Wings are on a little bit of a starting to heat up with signing Patrick Kane. He's having a 4-game streak. What does he have? 4 goals and 4 assists over the last 4, I believe. Here comes Canada with 4 minutes to go in the period. Going to drop this one back. Trying to go cross ice. They can't do it. Latvia is going to pick it up. They're going to chip this one out and down the ice. Again, if you're just coming in and joining us, thanks so much for being here. We're 6 subscribers away from 9230. Go ahead and hit that subscribe, but also hit that thumbs up button for us. In the corner, Latvia is going to pick it up in their own end. They're going to start to move out. They have 12 shots on net now to Canada's 26. 3.5 to go here in this second period of play. I called Wall and Jones from the get-go. You did, Blair. You certainly did. And listen, Jones, I think, was an absolutely solid pickup. Big hit, big collisions there. Canada picking up, and they're going to play this one ahead. Here comes Easton Cowan. Easton Cowan trying to stick handle around the lone Latvian defender. Could not get by him. Canada's got to tag up. Latvia's going to bring this one in. And Canada stole it. Savoy had it for a moment. And then Latvia took it right back. Latvia turning around. They're going to send this all the way down the ice. It's going to be an icing call. 2:59 to go in the second period. It's coming back to the Latvian territory. Hard to work best talent when the talent doesn't work hard. It's funny. You talk about talent working hard. I got to believe if you're playing at the professional level, whether it's baseball, hockey, whatever sport, you got to be coming in and working hard. Nobody's really here just lollygagging, right? Everybody's putting an effort, and sometimes things just don't work. Sometimes things just don't connect. As much as we want to be hard on some of the players that do not play well, the truth is they can skate circles around the vast majority of us, right? That's why they're in the situations they will. Even if you look at Ryan Reeves, we laugh at Ryan Reeves. What is he, minus 12 now? Just not cutting it. He's still probably a better hockey player than the vast majority of people, which is crazy, right? Cartoons, what's going on? Welcome in. It's tough no matter what. Players are human. Yeah, you have good days, you have bad days. It's just the great players have the skill, but they also have the mental game, and that's a big part of it. Here comes Latvia shoveling it in front, and that one's going to be steered aside. Latvia coming close. Here they come again, a shot. Latvia player behind the Canadian goaltender, not allowing him to come up. Canada is able to clear it down the ice. Latvia there to pick it up. They're going to turn and bring this right back. Making a little stutter step, trying to cut around. Canada forcing them back. Trying to set it up. Canada's going to steal. They can't break in. They had to wait for the tag up. They had to wait to get in. Celebrini again. He's racing down. This long pass is going to miss the intended target for Renkov. Here comes Latvia. We're at 1:43 to go here in the second period. 5-0 Canada in what has turned out to be a very, very fun game. So I kind of said I expect there to be around 5 goals. We're at the 5-goal marker with 1:32 to go. Fraser Minton, he's coming in there. I will say I'm happy to say that there are some Canadians here wearing neck guards. Minton's got a neck guard on. I'm not sure if they all are, but certainly it looks like a vast majority are. A good utility infielder. Oh, so he's a Rance Mullinix type of player. The good old utility, the utility man. Always good to have, you're right. It's always good to have a guy like that who can kind of jump in and play a variety of positions if you need him to. Latvia with this puck in their own zone, cycling around. Canada watching them very closely. They're going to play this one up to the red line and just dump this one in. Rousseau going to come out to stop it, and he's going to kind of quarterback this play. It's Canada now on the move. Last minute of play here in this second period. Canada digging it away. They're going to put it in the corner. Trying to cut it off. Hits a shin pad. Comes out in front. Canada, though, was watching the wings. They're going to bring this one back. Matejchuk going to spin around. Going to dish this one over. Taking a look. I think that's Bonk. He's going to play it up and turns it over. Here comes Latvia. Back up. They're going to chip this one in. Canada cycling around. 30 seconds to go now. They're going to play this one up. Geeky is going to just dump this one in. You can tell Canada just playing out the clock here. Coming around, far side, Latvia, stretch pass all the way up. Here they come. They're going to walk in. Canada with a quick stick trying to knock it away. Latvia turning around. Taking a look. Canada's going to skill. They got 10 seconds. Going to play this across. Beck with a nice pass. 7, 6. Canada going to dump this one back. Long shot. And that's going to be grabbed and held onto. You tell my kids that same thing. Grew up playing with a guy. I got drafted by Quebec. He scored 10 goals a game and only played 10 games with the big club. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And you know, when you see these kids when they're younger, right? They're just, you can tell they're just way better than anybody else. And there are some kids, and that's going to do it. The horn is going to go. I'll finish that thought in a moment, but the period has come to an end. Let's go back over the intermission. You know, we got to update the scoreboard here. When you have somebody who's a gifted talent like that, I mean, you're right, they are just way above. But you have kids who have a really solid talent, but their parents, you know, either can't afford or they don't want them to play the super higher levels. So they play the lower levels with that kind of skill. They almost have to play down to, you know, not just dominate. Because, you know, it can't be fun for a kid who's not playing at an appropriate skill level for himself to go out and score 10 goals a game. You know, at some point that loses the enjoyment. So it's, you know, those guys need to play with a skill level. And that's why you see some of the younger kids that are super good playing a little bit higher. All right. So here are all the team affiliations for those that don't know, because we all see a lot of these kids come together. And we know a couple of them that have the team affiliations, but we don't know who all these players are. Thank you, Mike, and you're very welcome. We're getting there. It's gonna be a fun celebration when we hit that 10K. All right, here's where we're at. For the forwards, we obviously know Fraser Minton, Toronto prospect. Connor Geeky, Arizona. Jordan Dumas, the Columbus Blue Jackets. Easton Cowan, Toronto. Portis is with Boston. Matthew Savoy with Buffalo. Carson Raincroft, who just scored earlier today, he's a Seattle prospect. Celebrini is with nobody. He's eligible for this year's draft, and he's slated right now to be the number 1 draft pick. Owen Allard and Owen Beck both belong to the Montreal Canadiens. And boy, you know the Montreal Canadiens are watching these games, and they're excited to see what Allard and Beck are doing. Montreal, as much as they've improved from last year, they are still struggling, and they need some of these prospects to start developing. Nate Danielson, a nice Detroit prospect, and Danielson's looking good as well. Detroit is a much improved team. They are a young team, so when Danielson gets his chance to get in there, you know that's going to look real good. Matthew Wood, a Nashville prospect. I didn't realize Wood belonged to Nashville. So CeeLo, if you're still listening in, there you go. You got a good little prospect coming up. Ooh, the earbuds. We're gonna have to charge up the earbuds. So hang on, we're gonna switch over to the other microphone here.
All right, so we're gonna do a little switch up. We're gonna charge up the earbuds, and then we'll be bringing those back in. So the defenders, Maciejak. We've heard Maciejak mentioned a whole lot today. He's a prospect of the Columbus Blue Jackets. So Columbus Blue Jackets is for Maciejak. Lemereau is Arizona. And talk about Arizona. They've been really, really increasing, for me anyways, in my thought of them, because Arizona definitely is moving up in the rankings. So very happy to see Lamoureux, a good Arizona prospect here, because that's only going to help them. Team played so far. So they played yesterday, Cartoons. They picked up a win yesterday. They do not play today. They have one of the few games there tomorrow. Yeah, I had to take off the earbuds, Blair. I had to charge those up a little bit. Let's see. Furlong is a San Jose Sharks prospect, and talk about a team that needs to get some prospects developing and playing. Furlong, he's looking real good in this game, and boy, San Jose is probably drooling to try and get some good prospects over there. Jonathan, what's going on? Welcome in. Have family over Christmas dinner. My uncle, who's a Canadian fanatic, so can't talk about the Leafs. Jonathan, thank you. I hope everything is going well. Merry Christmas to you and the fam. Noah Warren, an Anaheim prospect. He's looking good. Warren is looking good. Donovan, of course, we've seen him over the past couple tournaments. The Ottawa prospect. Bonk belongs to Philly. And Nelson, another Seattle prospect. From the goalie standpoint, only one Canadian goaltender is a prospect of an NHL team, and that's Scott Ratzliff. Scott Ratzliff is a property of Buffalo. The others, St. Hilaire and Russo, do not have affiliates. So those are who everyone belongs to. When they were new every 10 hours, it felt like, oh, I hear you, I need to charge my... Yeah, they kind of go, I don't use mine that often. I thought the batteries would last, but we'll see. We'll get them charged up and put back in. All right, let's bring up the extended stats. If you missed it, here are all the goal scorers. Do they not want to give me the goal scorers? All right, here we go. So again, in the first period, it was Connor Geeky and Braden Yager. In the second period, it was Owen Allard from Bonk and Savoy. Then it was Carson Reincroft from Celebrini, and then Celebrini himself picks up a goal from Wood and Maciejak. Great set of goals here by Canada. And as we've been talking about all night long, Celebrini is just off the rails. This kid looks absolutely spectacular. Love what I'm seeing from him. He's really, really impressed me. I know it's only 2 games, right? This is only the second game, but to pick up 6 points is just wild. Can we bring up, let me refresh this here. Oh, it's Latvia, Canada here. So Celebrini, this isn't right. Why isn't it refreshing? Let's close and refresh. Let's try this again here. There we go. Celebrini, 4 points today, a goal and 3 assists. Only 1 shot on goal. And that was a goal. Maciejak with 2 assists today. Wood, he picks up 2 assists today. Wood has had 4 shots on net. That's pretty good. Connor Geeky also 4 shots on net today. Beck with 2 shots. Easton Cowan, he's got 3 shots on net. Hasn't been able to convert. Donovan with 2. Dumas with 4 shots for him. And of course, Rousseau stopping all 13 shots he has put on. 5'11", they want him like 6'4". So really good. NHL want goalies over 5'11". Yeah, they definitely want bigger bodies. And it makes a difference. There was a game we were watching yesterday. I forget the goalie, but I think he was listed at 6'6", something like that. I mean, that's just massive for a goaltender. Grandpa, how's it going? Welcome in 7 foot wide. You know, it's a funny thing when you talk about goaltenders over 6 feet tall. Um, a lot of the goalies, you're seeing bigger goalies that are 6'3", 6'4", and they can move. It used to be back in the day, you'd have a large goaltender, a big goaltender. They had very tough time moving laterally, right? They couldn't get across, and it was almost a detriment. Yes, they had good size, but they couldn't move across the net. Now you're getting these players that are legit 6'5", 6'6", but they can move. They can get down fast. They can push across the ice fast. I mean, that is a huge difference maker. If you can pick up a goalie that can move and is tall, man, you're setting yourself up. Mr. Roboto, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you. Still working slow, luckily. All right, Grandpa. Nobody tell Grandpa the Gamer's boss that he's here. We've given you permission slip. If you need me to write a note, send it to your boss. I will. How tall was Tim Thomas? I don't think Tim Thomas was that tall. I don't believe he was. I can check that real quick for you. I'm fairly sure he was. I'm fairly sure he was a little on the smaller side, but maybe I'm mistaken. Let's see if it says here. Yeah, he was only 5'11". He was only 5'11", so he's fairly small, but he was, when you talk about goalies of the goalies, he was absolutely ridiculous. And I think most of what we saw from him came later in his career, right? It took him a while to get going, where he put up, a couple 35 win seasons in 2010 and 2011, back-to-back seasons where he had 35 wins. It was pretty stellar. And then things kind of fell off very quickly for Tim Thomas, right? Things fell apart very fast. Let's see. Better goalies now, great at cover the angles laser. See, Rick, that is a great point. We know Jonesy's starting to get a little up there. He's well seasoned, if you will. He's well seasoned. But what Jonesy's been able to do, how he covers the angles, how he gets down in the rebound control, that's what you need, right? Yes, it's always fun to have a big acrobatic goaltender who's making these ridiculous, dive across, stack the pad, glove saves, doing all that fun stuff. That's pretty wild. But what he's able to do, just standing up, covering the angles, controlling the rebounds, that's a huge difference. Yeah, he was also, I think, a little bit smaller, Blair. I think he was a little bit smaller, but again, just goes to show, right? You can be agile. That's a very different comparison. He was as agile as they get, right? what Hasek did, he was just like super agile. So Hasek here was 6'1". So again, was small, but don't forget back then the goalie equipment was way smaller than what it was today. Pretty sure you cheered against them last time I was here. That's funny. Florida Panthers joined Benderbrook. It's these books. How it's spelled. 96 with 5'8". 5'8". Yeah. John Van Viesbroek. Yeah, the Beezer. Van Viesbroek was tiny. Van Viesbroek reminded me of Alan Bester back in the day, right? Small, but super agile. And that was, in the 90s was a very different style. If you watch kind of decade, very, very, very different styles, how the game has changed, if you will. Yeah, MJ and net tonight. And you got to kind of feel for Samsonov a little bit. We're talking about goalies here. Here's somebody who's came in, went to arbitration, thought he was worth a lot more than he was, gets, I don't want to say he gets rejected from arbitration, but he gets a deal, settles for lower than what he wanted, doesn't have a good start to the season. Joseph Wall replaces him as a starter. He goes down. Sammy comes in, doesn't play well, and now effectively has been replaced by Jones as the starter. So that's yikes is all we can say. I'm 5'7". My neck would hurt looking up at these goalies. Cartoons. I mean, they're just getting bigger and bigger. Oh yeah, Rick Vernon. Vernon was another one of those. I mean, super athletic. You put in what's his name? Oh my gosh, it's gonna kill me. Not after Grant Fear. Oh my gosh, I gotta look it up. Because no, not Andy Moog, but he was good too. I liked Andy Moog a lot. Let's see. Yeah. Not Grant Fear. After Grant Fear, somebody's gonna say it, and it's on like the tip of my tongue. Who was that other Edmonton goalie after Grant Fear? He was like one of my favorites back then. Hang on, here we go. Let's see. Let's see if somebody else can find it before I can. Where? This is gonna drive me nuts. Let's see. No, it wasn't Moog. Vashon. Wasn't Vashon. Oh my gosh. Why can't I think of it? No. Bill Ranford. There it is. Thank you, Blair. Bill Ranford. Holy moly. Bill Ranford. I mean, when he came in, he had that glove save so fast. He would just, man, his arms, the way he moved was ridiculous. But yeah, Bill Ranford was another one of those guys who just was absolutely insane. And that was just such a different era of hockey, right? Where, your goalies were smaller, the equipment was smaller, they were more agile, they were more athletic. Well, I don't want to say more athletic. I guess athleticism was different. Big Jim, Bill Murray. If Bill Murray was my goaltender, I would be switching teams. Bill Murray. Oh, that's funny. That is really funny. But yeah, Ranford, I mean, he was so much fun to watch. Right now, when you watch a lot of these games, and not just the Leafs, watch any team. When when an odd man rush is coming in, you don't know, if that goalie is able to make the stop or not, right? There's a sense of nervousness, of uneasiness as they're coming in. Where back in the day, I just felt like the confidence level in some of these goalies was way higher. Potvin was like that too. I mean, the goaltenders in that era were just different. Makes me wonder who the shortest player currently is. Oh, current. Ooh. Let's see. Let's see. That is a good question. Take a guess. Who's your guess? Let's see what. Let's see. So this is saying over the years. So Marty St. Louis was 5'8". Marcel Dion was 5'8". Cole Caulfield is 5'7". So he's 5'7". Nick Robertson is going to be around there. Alex DeBrincat is 5'7". Zuccarello is 5. Zuccarello is only 5'8". Wow, that surprises me. So there you go. Kind of a couple players, 5'7", 5'8". Let's see. Matthew Phillips, 5'7". Cam Atkinson is 5'8". Bedard is small, but I still think Bedard is like 5'11", something like that. He's small, but he's got a little bit of height to him. Oh, Fleury. He was small, but he could pack a punch. Let's see. Nick Robertson, who visually looks like one of the smallest players. Even Nick Robertson is 5'9". All right, let's get back to the game screen. Third period is coming up. All right, here we go. We are set for the third period of play. It is 5-3 Canada. Time to get going. Bedard is 6 foot. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I knew he was right around there. Goudreau? Yeah, Goudreau's I think is about the same. 5'6" in the day. Yeah. All right, we are back underway. We're at even strength, 5-on-5 hockey. Canada looking to just run this clock down. Play the third period. They don't really need any more. They just got to hold Latvia at bay. Bringing this around. Let me get my earbuds back in. Hopefully they're charged up enough now. All right.
So we got the earbuds back in. Coming around down. Latvia has it in the Canadian zone. They're battling the corner. Canada trying to dig this one out. It comes to the point. Latvia can't keep it in. It's going to come all the way down. No icing call, as it was Latvia's own pass that brought it down. They're going to turn and send this one up all the way down the ice. There's a Canadian player. Upended the Latvian player. Got lucky. No call. Canada with this puck trying to move it around. It was Noah Warren. Warren kind of grabbed him almost like a big boss man sidewalk slam. Took his Latvian player down. Domi was 5'8" and beat up most guys. Yeah, but his hands were like like rocks. Coming around in front, that's going to go through. That's right, Mike. No injuries. We want no injuries here. Just a good, clean finish. Here's Canada, a shot trying to go backdoor for Easton Cowan. He misses that. Just missed the 1 foot tapping. Cowan in the corner. He's being squeezed off the puck. Cowan is another guy that, seems to have a little bit of a smaller stature, but I think he's got some good, decent size to him. Coming around, Canada going to hold this one in the Latvia zone, working this one through. Trying to come in and around. Latvia just can't even get out of their own zone now. Canada's almost toying with them, just teasing them. As you are coming in, again, hit that like button, hit that thumbs up. That's right, Jeff. There it is. Here's a quick shot and a goal. There you go. Fraser Minton is on the board. And you're right, Jeff. Roy Waters, 5'3" back in the day. Minton finally picks it up. Everybody was waiting for Minton to finally get one. He takes a long shot. That was not a good goal by any means. Minton picked it up, releases the shot from just about the bottom of the face-off circle. The Latvian goaltender, Feldings, just missed it. He went to put the blocker on it, just missed it, and that one's going to pick the side of the net, almost off the post and in. But Minton, from way downtown, puts that one in. Good for him.
Wow, what a shot!
Minton putting that one home. 6-0 Canada now. Have no fear, Canada is here. That's right, Dallas. They're looking good. Let's see if your channel member get those Canada logos flying through. 17:25 to go. 6-0 Canada. Canada now approaching 30 shots. Here's a shot and a nice little grab, and Latvia's hanging on to it. Again, this is a game that Canada was definitely expected to win. And they've shown up and they've done exactly what they needed to do. Right now, it's just a matter of getting down this, running the clock down, putting this game towards the end. But good for Minton. There's been a lot of critics out there talking about Minton and him getting the C and why him, and, putting his performance in game one, to not the best light. So good that he gets on the scoreboard. Canada coming in, nice sharp angle shot there by Rinkoff. Right on. That's going to be steered aside. Canada trying to hold it in along the boards. They do. Furlong was able to put it in. Now Latvia going to play this one out and down the ice. Back to pick it up is Warren. Warren sending it around behind the net. Canada's going to pick it up on the right-hand side. There's a little hip check and a takedown. Reinkopf eats some ice as he's taken down. Latvia coming in the far side, a shot, nice stop. Rousseau continuing to play well. 15 shots now for Latvia. Here comes Canada. Furlong is going to play this one up. Just on the line, Warren's going to play it up to the red line. Cross ice pass. Canada's going to put this one deep in the Latvian zone. 16 and a half now to go as the time continues to wind down. Andrew, how's it going? Welcome in. Walked in painting today. Hope you had a great Christmas. Does the scoreboard show correctly? That is correct. And they just scored again. 7-0. Andrew, you made me do a double take there. As I looked down at the scoreboard, I saw it change from 6 to 7, and I looked up to see the goal. Canada is rolling now. Let's see. Wood steals it in the neutral zone. Wood brings this one all the way in, continues driving towards the net. He made the shot. The Latvian goaltender was in good position, but it just kind of hopped up and over his pad, squeaked under the arm, off the top of the pad, and into the back of the net. Wood is going to pick it up. And now Wood, we thought he scored earlier, but it was actually deflected in. So now Wood is going to get his own. Allard picked up the deflection on Wood's shot earlier. So Wood now goes through and puts this one in. And Canada firmly dominating this hockey game, as we figured they would do. So Latvia is going to make a tender change now. The goaltender change is going to be Oksels Ozols. Ozols coming in. Special Agent Olzos taking the net here for Latvia with 16 minutes to go in the third period. Canada continuing to dominate here. It's stolen by Latvia. They're going to put this one down. Unassisted goal by Wood. We got a penalty coming up. The official has the arm up in the air. The net is actually off. So maybe it wasn't a penalty. Maybe he was just blowing it down. The draw is going to be outside as the net is knocked off the moorings. So the Canadian defender Bonk was kind of boxing out the Latvian player as he was forced into the net to knock it off. So Stradonkis, I don't know how to pronounce that. Stradonikis, he forces the Canadian to knock it off. DVD coming in with the 279. Hi, you're my favorite YouTuber. DZD, thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you for being here and part of this community. Thank you so much. I hope we'll see you here again very soon. Looks like it might be a 10-goal game. We'll see. I think Canada's going to kind of slow things down now. Just trying to play this one out. We got 15 and a half to go. 15 and a half. 10 would be nice, but no need. Right now, you just want to get out of this game with no injuries. You just want it to be a clean play. Now, again, what some of you may not know if you're just tuning in and watching along, you're earning points just by being here. You can check your points at any time by doing !! points in the chat. That will tell you how many points you have earned. Then you can redeem your points and bring up any of the graphics on the screen. Here comes Latvia, bring it in. They're going to spin, throw this one towards the net. It goes just wide. This now cycling around. Another shot that goes wide just again. Latvians having a tough time hitting the net. Only 15 shots through 2 periods in about 5 minutes. Canada's going to bring it down in the Latvian zone, cycling it around. Now it's picked up. Here comes Latvia, the right side of the ice. They're going to chip this one in. Latvia coming in on the forecheck. Big collision just inside the Canadian line. Canada's going to pick up the loose puck. Furling, he's going to pass this one up. Here comes Canada again. Driving towards the net. Cross ice passes behind. Trying to pick it up. They go back to the line. It's out. It's a race for it. Latvia was able to get a stick on it, but could not punch it into the Canadian zone. Kiki bring it in. Here's a shot and another goal. Canada continues. Canada, holy moly, this one is going to be Connor Geeky. Geeky saying, hey, it's been a minute since I've scored. I need to get on the scoreboard again. Connor Geeky with a nice Nice little goalie, takes a tip pass, steps right around the defender, around the goaltender, and Special Agent Olzos cannot contain that puck. Minton's going to get the assist here as Minton tipped it to Geeky. And in a game where Canada has now put 8 on the board, Minton's going to pick up at least 2 points. Celebrini's got 4. What an effort here. We still have 14 minutes to play. Hey, it's just an ordinary day. There you go, Rick. Onyx, what's going on? Welcome in. It's a close game. You're very, very close. 9 goals now for Canada. Wait a second. That means Canada's going to score. Here they come. Backhander. Why does the TV say 8, but this says 9? I'm confused. Dumait's going to turn around. Here comes Canada. Quick pass. And they score. When you see the scoreboard changes ahead of the broadcast, you know something is coming up. Canada putting up 9 goals. Holy moly. This was just, they are just absolutely bearing it. The Celebrini is going to pick up another assist here. Reinkoff takes a shot and it just goes under the pad of the Latvian goaltender. Celebrini, a nice little saucer pass over the defender's stick. Reinkoff grips it and rips it right along the ice, gets it under the Latvian goaltender as he's coming across. 5 points now for Celebrini, and Latvia is going to call a 30-second timeout. Latvia, 30-second timeout. This reminds me of when I play NHL on Rookie. Onyx, that's exactly what it's like. That was just incredible. Just incredible. Nice little saucer pass there. 5 points for Celebrini today. Wow. He's got 5 tonight. He had 2 in the first game, so 7 points in 2 games. That's got to put him atop the scoring leaders. That is just wild. Can the juniors lend some goals to the Leafs, right? We should today agree, but today is awesome. We are doing what we should today. Now, yeah, that's right. Let's see if the problem, you put up a game like this. They gotta play. They have tomorrow off, but they return on Friday. You like them to score a lot of goals, but you hope that they score a lot of goals throughout the tournament. Hope the Leafs do the same to the Sens today. That's going to be interesting. Peter, what's going on, Peter? Good to see you. That's really funny. Here comes Canada. Again, if you haven't hit that like yet, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. We'd like to see a few more likes come through, so hit that thumbs up. Never been so happy to put 7-3 to FedEx overnight documents to Toronto. There you go, Mike. That's awesome. Onyx, I will not. I will be on Twitter, so make sure you're following me on Twitter. But, yeah, we will be out and about tonight. Pass coming around through, taking down the Latvian player. Canada trying to work this one up the right side. They struggled kind of getting it out. Now the puck comes just out over the line. Warren was able to get it out, but Canada's going to bring it right back in. Now they're going to go the other side. Left side, they're going to send this one down the length of the ice. Going into the corner, picked up here by Canada. Little push from behind. Canadian player went down a little too easy there, almost like he was trying to draw a penalty. Digging at it, Portis in there. Trying to get it around. It comes to the line. Now they're going to walk right back out. Here comes, I think that's Wood again. Wood, side of the net. He's wheeling and dealing. Going to cycle it around. Oh, Canada almost had a chance. Hopped over the stick. Latvia going to bring this one up. They're going to bring it down to the blue line. Taking a look. Latvia trying to bring this one in. They have to wait. A man is out. Now they dump it in. They're going to go switch up. Latvia coming in on the forecheck, and it looks like a penalty coming up here. Ref still got the whistles going. So Pontra's going to go off. Latvia is going to get a power play when they return from the commercial break. 9-0 is the score. Unbelievable. Yeah, make sure you're following me on Twitter and on Instagram and our Facebook page. All the socials will definitely have updates and stuff flowing. Lots of content to come. If you need one place to find all of our socials, go to our website, Samwelb12Experience.com slash what is it, slash social? Something like that. Just go to Samwelb12Experience.com and you can grab all of our socials from there. It's we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun watching this tournament, and of course, the second half of the NHL season coming up in the new year. It's gonna be a blast. We're gonna see who's gonna make some changes, who's going to drive towards those top spots. We've been hard on the Leafs, but the Leafs are still in a decent position. So we might have a couple surprises in store popping up. So make sure your notifications are on. You don't want to miss anything. There might be a couple short pop-up things, just saying. So make sure you have those notifications set. There it is, Mark, bringing up the little Go Canada. This is like the oh, Peter, you had to go there. You had to go there. I can't use volume. Well, hockey dude, thanks for being here, even if you can't use volume. Latvia on the power play now. Cycling around, back to the point. Here's a shot. The stick explodes. Canada's going to pick up the rebound. They're going to flip this. Here comes Beck. Beck shorthanded. It's a shorthanded breakaway. Coming in. Shoot. What a save. And the Latvian player on the back check crashes into the behind of his goalie. He loses a mitt, takes the net off, and breaks his stick. Beck picked up the puck. He was driving in, and the Latvian player went off for a change. And Beck came in all alone, and it was the Latvian player, Mortha Demko, who went for a sliding poke check, and he knocked the puck away, but he also knocked into his goaltender, knocked into the net. That could have been a very bad collision. He was just able to roll out of the way, but he still did clip the post. So that was a danger. It could have been very, very dangerous play. Yes, Morgan, that's right. The PWHL kicks off January 1st. The inaugural Women's Hockey Professional League kicks off January 1st. And it was just announced they're going to have games broadcast on Sportsnet, TSN, and CBC. So I'll have to see. We'll have to take a look what the actual schedule is going to look like and the timing of some of those games. But we might be able to get some PWHL coverage. That'll be a lot of fun. Excited to see what that league is going to look like. All right, they got the net drilled back in, face off in the Latvian zone. Latvia is going to come away with this puck. They are on a power play down the left-hand side. They're going to drive this one in, putting it in down deep. In the corner, digging it around, trying to pull this one out. Canada got a stick on it. They are still working this one through. Latvia going to send it around far side, trying to cut it off. They do. They hold it in. Going back down to the corner, they let it go around. Latvia is trying to get organized. Canada chasing a little bit. Latvia, quick back and forth pass, comes around behind the net. There's a little cross check, takes down the Latvian player. They still control, but a pass back to the point is missed. And it's going to come all the way down. Justin Hall should transition. Oh, Onyx. That's actually funny. I'm glad it will be. Yeah, Rick, I am as well. And Mark, for sure. We're definitely going to get in there. It is well worth it. John, make sure you're live. Make sure everything is live, because if you're putting that question in due to our previous conversation, I think you might be behind. But yeah, Rick, I'm really glad. They deserve it. It's going to be fun to watch. Coming around, down, back to the line. Latvia still with it. 14 seconds on the power play. Shot. That one's going to get blocked. This one coming around. USA will avenge Latvia in the finals. So, Hockey Dude, are you predicting a Canada-US final? All right. Take it easy. All the way down the ice. Latvia going to hold on to this one. Setting things up. 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes to go here in this thumping 9-0 Canada. Very different than what we saw when these two teams met last year. You know, so hard to follow. They have two. Onyx. Ouch. Coming around Easton Cowan. He's trying to come out of the corner. Easton Cowan cycling around with the puck. Little head fake. Has it knocked off his stick. This is going to come out. Canada has to exit the zone. Pass at the middle. They're trying to get organized, coming in, drawing in, breaking it all the way down, cycling around, shoots off the post. Jagger off the post, rebound, Canada puts it in. There's the 10 spot. 10 spot on the boards. Portis is going to get it. 10, 10, 10, 10. Wow. 10 goals for Canada. I can't even run the goal video for that anymore. 10 goals. Unbelievable. We'll just give them the lamp. Canada, I mean, that is just insane. 10 goals off the post, picking up the rebound and putting it in. Wow. $10-0. We still have 9 minutes to go. The cartoon, there you go. I mean, that was crazy. 10. I was not expecting a 10 spot today. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. Appreciate it so very much. Putting us 5 away. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe. Canada, the king of hockey. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. I mean, we're playing Latvia. Now, if we put up a 10 spot against Czechia or Germany or one of those teams, then okay, the U.S., then we can talk. Here's another shot right on, and that's going to be stopped. Jagger and Nelson picking up the assists on that one at 10 spot. That's right, the underdogs. Again, it's Latvia. As much as I want to be happy and celebrate, it's just Latvia. I don't want to say just, because, listen, Latvia, last year they had a great outing. They had a great tournament. I honestly feel bad at this point. Yeah, at this point it's tough. At this point it is definitely a bit of a challenge. You know, we gotta just play it out. Just play it out, run the clock, and get her done. When we look down, I mean, it's just insane. 5 points for Celebrini tonight. Geeky with 2 points, Reinkoff for 2, Minton with 2, Wood with 2, Jagger with 2, Pachelnik with 2, Nelson with 2, Savoy with 2. Oh, those are, yeah. Then you got Allard with 1, Portis with 1, Bonk with 1, Dumas with 1, Lamoureux with 1. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 6 Canadian players on the roster do not have a point tonight. Owen Beck does not have a point. He's got 4 shots on goal. Easton Cowan does not have a point. He has 4 shots on goal. Danielson has no points, no shots on goal. Donovan and Furlong, both defense, no points, 2 shots on goal. So a nice showing here by Team Canada, and they're at it again. Here comes Canada, bringing it down around. They're setting it up. Working through, going to chip this one ahead. Allard, Beck, and Danielson all playing on a line here today. And that's going to be deflected up. 37 shots. Canada approaching 40 shots. They're the weak sisters. They have given up 16 goals so far and haven't scored. Yeah. Can they get 15? I don't know if they get 15. Rob, how's it going? Nice to see the points spread out. Good team. Yeah, definitely. I mean, definitely. Great to see. I mean, this team, they're looking good here. But no doubt, right? We didn't expect anything different. Going to put this one around. Canada's going to bring it right back into the Latvian zone. Big hit, trying to stand up against the Canadian player there. Morgan Geeky took the hit and didn't budge. Coming around back to the line. Minton, he's curling around. Here's a quick shot. Geeky trying to tip it in front. Got a piece, but not all of it. This coming around out and down the ice. Should be an icing call. 7:12 left to go here in this third period. I think that's how you know Canada is going to win again. We'll see. They can't get 15, but they can get 20. Oh man, can you? That would be insane. I think at this point, Canada's they're obviously gonna dominate the play, but they're not going to put the pressure on. If there's a chance that they score, that'll be a different story. But they're not gonna grind this one into oblivion, right? They're gonna do what they need to do. Most important thing is Latvia not scoring all night. Yeah, let's see what happens there. Let's see what they can do. So 7:05 to go. We had another quick whistle here. Cowan chewing on that mouth guard, a la Matt Kachuk. Canada, Sweden on Friday. That, Curtis, you are spot on. This is a nice game. They're playing Brian Adams, summer of '69. That's pretty awesome. That game against Sweden is going to be the true test. This one coming through, being wide, and I believe that's also 1:30 Eastern, if I'm not mistaken. Coming around, little wheel and deal. Canada gonna chase this one all the way back. 6.5 to go. Here comes Latvia. Latvia breaking in. Canada's gonna tip this up. They're gonna circle back a wide. Back around. Cowan taking a look. He hasn't knocked off his stick. I think he's trying too hard at this point. Cowan is just trying a little too hard. He wants a goal so badly. This is going to be brought in. Cowan in the corner. He's going to take a look. Has it knocked off his stick again. Like I said, he's trying just a little bit too hard. This cycling around. Yeah, 37 shots. I mean, no doubt Canada's going to hit 40 shots. That's for sure. The oldest journey. Rick, I actually don't think we get any Spengler coverage up here or down here where I am right now. I love watching the Spengler Cup. Spengler Cup is always a good time, always a lot of fun. I'll definitely be checking in on some of the highlights I can find online, but I don't think I'm going to get any live coverage. All right, Jeff, take care. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you being part of this community. Little scramble draw. That's going to trickle just wide of the Canadian netminder. I think he actually got a piece of it. So the official 17th registered shot for Latvia. Canada going to carry this down the right side. Going to dump this one in. The chase is on. Yeah, so Rick, we don't get, where I am, we don't really get TSN. So unless NHL Center Ice package picks it up to show some of those games, I don't think I'm going to get a chance to see it. Here's a chance coming in. Latvia with the shot. That one gets blocked. And they crash down in the corner, went kind of off a skate, up and out of play. Latvia putting in a little bit of pressure here, but we're down to the last few minutes of game time. Let's take a look. I want to see if they do better than we do. Let's take a look at what the schedule is like coming up for Team USA. Let's see, what are these standings like? All right, coming up, U.S. plays Latvia when? Oh, you know what? I don't know if they actually will because they're not in that pool. They're in our group, so U.S. I don't think will cross paths with the Latvians. The U.S. yesterday beat Norway 4-1. Norway lost 8-1 against the Czechs today. U.S. tomorrow plays Switzerland. And then the U.S.-Czechia game on the 29th. That is going to be a fun game. That's going to be an interesting game for the United States. U.S.-Czechia, Canada-Sweden on the 29th. That's going to be a fun little set of games. But then it's going to get into the quarterfinals. The quarterfinals, which kick off January 2nd. Canada going to play this one up. They're going to get it out. I don't think Latvia is going to be making it to the quarterfinals. Celebrini bringing this one back in. A quick shot's going to go up and out of play again. So with 5 minutes left to go, 5 minutes left to go. Canada with the 10 spot. 38 shots now. They're just looking to play this one out. Unbelievable. And listen, to Canada's credit, they've only taken 2 penalties today. Only 2 penalties. That's very unlike Canada. Canada usually takes quite a lot. Peter, that's funny for the Jamaican bobsled team. That's awesome. Here comes Latvia off the draw, going to bring this one up. Canada going to kind of bump them at the red line. This coming all the way down into the corner. Picked up. Here's Canada. Canada having some trouble getting it out. Now they do, and they miss the puck. Down there, Latvia is going to pick it up, trying to move this one through. The Latvians coming in, trying to cut around the defender, driving towards the net. They still have it. Latvia working around, back to the point, setting it up, sending it in. Nice little save. It was bobbled, and then he decided to clear it out. Rousseau playing this one ahead. Canada back behind the net, going to pick it up, getting it over to Wood. Wood is going to play it up, and it's missed there by Warren, and this is going to be an icing call. 4:16 to go. 4:16 to go as we are winding down here. Canada with a 10-0 Latvian lead. At the conclusion of this game, we will run through all the goal scorers, so if you missed any of it, definitely stick around. We'll be calling those ones out. I do appreciate you hanging out with us here for the couple hours in the afternoon. This is going to be tipped in. Smokey Dan, what's going on? Good to see you. Here comes Latvia. They're going to work down the middle over to the left-hand side. Canada going to chase this one in. 39 shots now for Canada. We are under 4 minutes to go. In the skates in the corner, Canada's going to dig this one out. Bobbled it for a second. Now they move this ahead. Puck is going to be tipped ahead. Coming in, Fraser Minton just inside the Latvian zone. Latvia is going to pull it out of the feet, play it back. Canada coming up on the forecheck. Got to tag up, and they're coming right back in. Here they come. Little drop pass, a quick shot. That's going to be kicked aside. That should be shot number 40. 40 shots now for Canada. Canada going to play this up. Get your head up. Here they come. Bringing it in. Morgan Geekie driving in. He's dragging it through the zone. They still have not given Canada credit for that 40th shot on goal. Playing it around behind, letting it go. Minton in the corner. He's going to play this back over. Canada cycling it through. Nate Danielson. Here's Patra coming in. Patra taking a look. Has it roll off his stick. Patra's bringing it right back around. Latvia all over him. Minton coming in to help out. Patra going the other side, coming back to the line. Going to play this one up. Canada lets it go. Minton can't control it behind the net. Minton going to chip this one back in. And Latvia gets it out. 2:36 to go now. They still haven't given Canada credit for that shot. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. Welcome to the channel. Canada is in the lead, Dan. 10-0. 10-0. 2:22 to go. Putting this one in. There it is. Shot on net. The Latvian goaltender is going to hang on to it. Finally, there it is. 40 shots on goal for Canada. Unbelievable. This is absolutely wicked and wild. And the Latvian team just, the looks on their faces, you can tell they're obviously not happy, but they're here to play. There's no quit. They're coming in. That's what I like to see. They are playing hard. Here comes Latvia. Here's a toe drag, quick shot. And Rousseau going to grab that one out of the air. He is. Rick, that's awesome. Boudreau is the head coach. Rick, are there any other kind of star names, any other big names that we would recognize that are playing on the Spengler Cup right now? I know usually there's a couple names that always jump out at you that were pretty decent players. Here's a shot from the point that's going to be knocked down right in the slot. Latvia with a glorious opportunity. Here's another chance to save. It's going to go wide. Latvia coming real close here in the closing minutes. Latvia holding it in. They're going to drop it over, shuffling it around. Latvia setting it up. Back to the line. Taking a look. Here's a shot coming in. Rousseau's going to cover up as Latvia crashes into him. And Canada not happy with that as Latvia kind of crashes Russo in the crease in a 10-0 game. That is not, with a minute 45 to go in a 10-0 game, you do not encrunch on the goaltender like that. We know they want to score, but that's you don't do that. That is not cool. There's a word when they got 10 goals, like 7 minutes left. Peter, could you imagine? That would be something else. So 1:46 to go. Latvia going to win this draw right back to the line. Here's a quick shot. That's going to sail high and over the net. Canada has to pick it up. Canada needs to step up right now and clear this puck. They're giving Latvia way too many chances. 1:30 to go. 1:30 to go. Davos 3-1 for right now. 9 minutes left in the third. Sweet. Coming around behind Canada with it. They're going to play this up the boards. Now they backhand it. They get it to the line and just out. Latvia came in. They had to back away because they were almost going to go offside. 1 minute to go. 1 minute remaining here in the Canada-Latvia game. 10-0 on the scoreboard. 40 shots for Canada. This is going to put them in good order. It's going to get their confidence high going into a couple tougher games. Cycling around, bad pass, that's going to come out. Backing it up. 45 seconds to go now. Time is ticking away. This coming through. Russo, the chants are going. 30 seconds, going to play this. They're going to flip it out and all the way down the ice. Can I bring up? Let's see, there we go. Okay. Here comes Canada. Geeky walking in. 7, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The game is over. The game is over. Canada, 10-0. What a big win. A shutout win here for Canada. Triton with the freeze. Canada with a big win. 10-0. That is just huge. A huge win over Latvia, putting up a 10 spot. That was just wild. Unbelievable. Way to go, Canada. That was just a monster game. Here it is. We're going to run through all the goal scores for you. They're going to do the anthems momentarily. We're going to wait to see who the player of the game was. It should be Celebrini. He was just ridiculous. 5 points tonight. Let's see who the player of the game is. Next, Venyenko for Latvia. Venyenko, the player of the game for Latvia. Thanks, Rob, for hanging out. Appreciate it. Glad I could accompany you while you're at work. And let's see, it should be Celebrini. Here it is. McLean Celebrini, player of the game for Canada. All right, here are your goal scores in order. From the first period, Connor Geeky opened it up from Maciejak and Celebrini. Then it was Braden Yager from Celebrini and Lemereau. Then in the second period, it was Owen Allard from Matt Wood and Oliver Bonk. Carson Rekampf from Celebrini. Then it was Celebrini who scored from Wood and Maciejak. In the third period, it was Fraser Minton from Ty Nelson. Then it was Matthew Wood unassisted. Connor Geeky from Minton and Savoy. Renkoff from Celebrini and Dumas. And then Portes from Yager and Ty Nelson. What an absolutely incredible victory. Leafs are on tonight. Blair's predicting 5-3. Again, make sure you're following us on Twitter at Samwelb12. We'll be tweeting throughout the game. I don't think we're going to be back in time to call it live, but definitely check it out. Air, what's going on? Welcome in. Air Baltic, thank you for joining us here today. Appreciate it. Thank you, mods. What a great game. A lot of fun. Appreciate you guys doing what you do. Thank you to all of our channel members for supporting us. Thank you for our gifters today. Really appreciate the super chats, the super sticker, and it just helps us tremendously. So thank you for that. For everyone who subscribed today, hit that like. We appreciate you. This was a lot of fun. Again, I don't know when our next stream is going to be. We're kind of playing it day by day. As we get an opportunity, we're going to jump on and get these things done. So make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure your notifications are set so we can certainly bring you the best coverage we can. There are going to be some surprises coming up. Definitely a couple of surprise streams coming up, so you won't want to miss those. And of course, Instagram, Facebook, those groups will have a bunch of pictures and videos and reels posted. So thank you for supporting us on all platforms. From all of us here at the Samwelb12 Experience, I want to say thank you for being a part of our community. We look forward to seeing you very soon. And you're a Boston fan. Oh, and Lakers. Nice. I'm sorry you're a Boston fan. No, I'm just kidding. It's definitely two good teams to support. I'm going to get changed. I'm going to hit the pool. We're going to have a good time before we have to go out tonight. So thanks for watching. We'll see you again real soon. Again, hit us up on social media. We look forward to it. From all of us here, thank you. Good afternoon. Good night. Go Hockey, go. See you soon. Take care.